Welcome in, everybody. Sarcastic Grandpa.
Grandpa? Who's Grandpa?
Like Grandpa?
Without the R?
Danger Boy, Grandpa, and Sarcastic Grandpa again. Just the two of you in here.
Hello.
There's Bushman. There's my favorite crew. Stan. You know what? You're all my favorite. And I hope you're all having a great day. Panic Bomb. Right out the gate. 35 months. What's going on, man? How are we all doing today? Bushman. Chaos Angel. Let me, I'm pulling up my YouTube chat as well so that nobody feels neglected.
What about the Tic Tacs?
I have TikTok up. I have the whole world in our hands.
The whole world.
The whole world.
The whole world in his hands.
Yeah.
Got the whole world.
Did you like that
in
movie,
his hands,
Rocket Man?
The whole wide world.
In his hands, he got
The whole world in his hands.
Did you like Rocket Man, Jason?
No.
You didn't?
What is Rocket Man?
It was that silly movie. I forget the guy's name. Gosh, you guys remind me. Hey,
I think Jen went and saw it. It's the Elton John one, right?
No, that is a different Rocket Man movie. But the Rocket Man that I'm talking about is like the silly comedy. It's like
No.
Dumb and Dumber era.
Oh, no.
That's funny. Because yes, Rocket Man is Elton John.
Well,
I
that
was like, he
is
said it's
true.
that silly little movie about
I know,
Elton
that sounds
John.
like
No, it's a silly movie. It's a.
I have not seen it. I was going to say, I think
Jason's like, I have not seen it, Chris.
Jen went to see
Rocket
the
Man.
new Rocket Man.
Oak and Fury, Fuzzsaw, Muffin Truck, Avian, Stan. How are we all doing today? I like to recommend the Rock with Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery.
What is on the muffin truck?
I would definitely say
Muffins?
muffins.
Right.
If it's not, it's very.
Well, is this like
very
the candy van?
Yes, that is. No.
Does the muffin truck park next to the white candy van in the neighborhood?
Oh boy. Yes, Gabe is the disembodied. He's on his laptop working in here, so
I'm here. I'm hanging out.
he's in here every once in a while. In 42 minutes, I'm
lurking.
actually painting Chris. Okay, cool, Avian. Put some paint on the model. I was painting last night. I was exploring.
I got you all beat. I'm painting right now.
I know,
How
that's
about them
true.
apples?
That's true. Jason, show me this shirt.
What do you got
Oh
on there?
my God!
Yeah,
What do you got
let's
on
see.
there, Jason?
Let me,
Look at what I got, chat.
Nice. If you know, you know. That's actually a great looking shirt, dude.
Yeah.
Do you know how excited I am about this shirt?
Yeah.
This shirt.
Mind my hobbies, baby.
This shirt.
Mind my hobbies.
Do you know
Nice.
how excited I am about this shirt? Buy it.
Shout out to
before we get
Ryan.
Sued. Right.
Ryan did a great job. One Wolf Paints. Alex and Ryan have got some dope designs they've done.
Fit check.
Fit
New
check.
Monument hat.
Oh, yeah.
New Monument shirt.
Yes. And
Monument flip flops.
great segue. Gabe,
Monument G string.
when is this coming?
Soon.
The people want to know.
Like in the next day or so, right?
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
literally in the next 24 to
We-
48 hours, you will be able to get one of these. You can even nab them in other colors. Like
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I only got black, and then we decided that there'll be cooler colors for cooler people.
Well, Jason, because we may need to go through those again because I've changed. I've made some adjustments on the back end.
He's
It has
always
opened up
tweaking.
even more colors.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
so you can look through that
These
because they
crazy
did have
kids.
one color that you were looking for that I think might fit what you were wanting. They have it now.
Yeah, I'm fine. Black is
Well,
good
yeah.
for me. So, I don't
So
care.
we'll let you guys know.
But this would look really smoking on a navy blue
I
Yeah.
would actually-
as well,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
right? Like navy blue would be just absolutely dope. So
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Reminds me of the Thrasher logo, says Tech Elf.
No,
I don't know
who?
what you're talking about.
Who are you talking about?
who?
Who?
What?
What are you talking about? This is Monument
The
Hobbies.
heck are you talking? It says
Cool art
Monument
thing.
Never heard of
Hobbies.
It's a cool art
We'll
thing.
get our attorneys to call him.
But yes,
Pink
I'm
plaid
working on
shirts?
the
No.
I'm working on the back end to get everything connected. So
They
that
do have
we
eclectic
can have
salmon
those.
as a color, but I don't like it in shirts, so no.
Hey, make sure you hit it up on the Discord. Gabe will let you guys know when they go live on the website, so make sure you
Avian,
are
they
part of it.
didn't have a dark purple unless Gabe found one.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, I was so stoked to be able to try to find this particular shirt in dark purple would just rule. It would be my only wardrobe. I would literally wear this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I don't know how dark. It's not the color that I was
like
able
a royal
to add.
purple?
Royal purple's
Yeah,
good
it's
too.
kind of like a more of a
Even
royal
a royal
purple.
purple would be better.
Yeah,
Royal purple's
It's
colorful.
Royal
show-
purple,
I'll
navy
show you.
blue for like the Payne's gray.
and there's like an even more blue, navy blue.
Will a goblin green.
Anyways,
I wish I could paint with you guys today. Just got a cornerstone shot him. Oh, yikes. So
Johnny
put-
Walker, hope that's going all right
Yeah.
for you.
That will look great.
Always a
over-
blast.
Yeah, dude.
I've had friends that have had to get cortisone shots in their knees all the time.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Monument starts making on t-shirt colors. Well, get ready. We'll let you know. So make sure you're part of our Discord. Gabe will announce that, Gabe, when it goes live, just so that you are all aware. Rambles, One Wolf Paints, and Black Wolf with the community sub gifts. Look at all these subs. Thank you, Black Wolf. If you just got a sub from Black Wolf, make sure you give him some hearts out there. Sigh, more money going to the... yes, Tech Elf, that's the point. Spend your money here, because we got you.
So that Chris can
So-
eat.
And so that we literally can stay employed and eat. Plus, we make good stuff, so everybody wins. Literally. Beard Science, what's going on? Double T, Ghost Hunter. Will it come in hot pink? If you show up to...
maybe.
Would it... hot pink? That'd be bright.
We're-
Jen got a hat.
Well,
She got a not hot pink hat though. She got a really good pink hat.
She did get a good...
It's not powder. It's not bubblegum. It's not hot pink. It's just like perfect.
it's like pale pink.
Her hat
It
is
is-
perfect.
it is-
It's not even pale pink. It's better than that.
Yeah, is it pink?
It's just pink.
It's just pink.
It's
Yeah.
just what you expect
Yeah.
from pink. It's
it's
not
a
one of the
great color.
crazy pinks.
No.
It's almost like a
just
bubble
great
gum.
pink.
It's
Her
the
hat
same-
is smoking.
It's the same kind of
smoking
pink that you'd expect, like a plushy pink toy to be.
Yeah,
It's just
good.
a good pink.
But yes, so if you are curious on where you can get all this stuff, Gabe is working on it. He will make sure that you are all aware. So make sure you watch our Discord and he'll announce it. Is that cool, Gabe? That makes sense to you over there?
That's a lot of trust in Gabe.
There's a lot of trust.
You've met Gabe, right, Chris?
I have.
And how do you feel about that?
Ryan says, "Oh, that's a nice looking shirt, Jason."
Never-
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Never heard of him.
Poot, poot, pot, pot, toot, toot.
Never heard of him.
Ryan, thank you.
Never heard of him.
Is it the same pink as Pepto? Yeah,
It is kind of Pepto pink.
yeah. Pepto pink.
Yeah, let's look at show Mr. Ryan.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Shout out to Ryan. Great stuff, Ryan. Round of applause. Jason's in his happy place. How big will the sizes
Wait till they see the
be?
one tomorrow.
I know.
Yeah,
Wait till
Guys.
you see tomorrow's shirt.
they're
Guys,
all great.
we've got like 5 designs.
Wait till you see tomorrow's shirt. I didn't bring him to show you. You got to wait till I wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I took them all home. But wait till you see tomorrow's shirt. Tomorrow's shirt is, man, I don't know. It's a tough one between these two,
It's good.
right? And then the third shirt that we don't have samples of yet. Well, we have them, but
We
did
have
they go home?
We have how many new ones? We
you
have-
have one.
At home? Really?
I gave you one
Did you?
when I did the original tests.
I might have taken it home.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then I have one that I had
Oh,
at home that I was
so
doing
there's
wash
that
tests.
one. There's the two Jason's talking about. There's the other one
There's another one
that I like.
I forgot about.
That I really like. But then there's the other.
There's another one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You've seen all of them.
You've seen them. There's just been so many.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We have a lot of good stuff coming.
Yeah.
But the two best are the one I'm wearing and the one that you will see tomorrow.
I don't know, man.
Assuming that I remember.
Yeah,
There's
that's.
one of them that obviously Chris likes.
I think Chris likes a different one than I like.
It has a tree on it, probably.
One of the yes, actually, technically it does. Technically it does. But then I like the other one. We're
Guys,
really
this is
hyping
great.
this up. Isn't
I
this
love
great?
this. That one, this one, and that one
We
are
gotta
all
get
really
you-
good.
Oh, I know the one you forgot.
They're both
Because it
of them.
does have a tree on it.
No, there's
that
another
one, yes, the one you're talking about does.
There's
Jason.
another one.
But then there's another one that we all like
with our
collectively.
fun little favorite best friend
Huey.
Huey.
You remember that one?
There's a Huey shirt?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's great.
it's
It
pretty
says
good. It's pretty good.
We'll reconvene after this. Make sure you're part of our Discord. Is the pricing of retail partners? Here's what we will do. It's going to be online, and we will send you the link. And somebody was asking about sizes. Gabe, what sizes do they all come in? Is it kind of just unlimited?
Small to 4X.
Yeah, small to
There you go.
4X. And they are nice shirts. Like I saw someone in chat say, yeah, I took stuff
We've
home to
tested
wash
them.
it for shrinking, for tearing on the prints and everything.
Yep.
So
We did the testing.
He wore one to a show, and wore
I
that
did
the
wear
whole
one to a
time,
show.
Beat it up. Yeah, they're good. They're good quality.
mm-hmm.
We're really picky. Oh, we're really picky around here about shirts and wearing
Yes.
them.
Yep.
And we wear shirts every day though, so I guess we are kind of picky about wearing shirts. Newborn onesies, Spaznet. The world's our oyster. That's all I'm gonna say.
We could.
We can do whatever we want.
We can do whatever we want.
Hope you're all doing well. We're putting some paint on the model on this beautiful Tuesday. Avian says, "Did you have Cora play tug of war with one of the shirts yet? Not
yeah.
yet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, unless
The design we didn't like.
wingless ones.
Design we didn't like.
Ghost King, what's going on? Frosty Finds, welcome in. Watt says, I think Fourth Wall is the company a bunch of content creators have gone with are good quality.
Yeah, we don't use them.
No. Chris, Jason, how are you? And Gabe, how are we?
Yeah.
Gabe, how are you?
I'm great. I'm
Great.
so excited about the apparel stuff.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
For those of you who are wanting to get some for shows, do not fret, do not worry. The team will be wearing stuff that will separate them out from you all who are wearing our cool swag.
Yeah, right.
So you don't have to worry about I had somebody ask me at the show this weekend being like, "Hey, is it okay if I wear my Monument shirt tomorrow? I don't want to make it seem like I don't want to cause
Oh,
confusion." I was
dude.
like, "No, do it.
Please.
Wear it." So please, especially as we launch some more of this cool stuff.
Heck yeah. Jason, how are you today?
I am doing pretty well, Chris. Thanks for asking.
Scorched Earth technically asked.
Oh,
I'll
Well-
I'll ask as well.
well, the heck with Chris then, Scorch.
The heck
Thank
with
you.
me.
The heck with Chris. He didn't care about me.
Scorched Earth,
Dance monkey dance. That's
we're
all Chris
doing-
cares about.
We're doing great. Ribble says, so I had a question on painting Deathwing Knights, on what color to prime them, and then how would you build up the color that is on the box art? Ribbles, I have no idea what you're talking about. We don't typically know or follow any of those colors. I could look, though.
What do you mean? Deathwing Knights are they're freaking dark angels, man.
I have no idea.
Well, you should. Okay,
I don't
how
know what
many
the-
punches does Chris lose
wait,
on his
wait.
nerd card?
Wait, I don't know what color they are on the box, though.
You just said you didn't know anything about it.
I have no idea.
How many
what
punches
Darth-
does Chris lose on his nerd
Oh,
card
no!
for not knowing about the Deathwing chat?
No, Gandalf.
Chad, I need to know.
I'm sorry.
I need to know.
Are they blood angels? Deathwings? Can I say it even higher? I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Don't be mean to him.
What color
Don't
would
be
you
too
prime
mean to
them?
him, Chat.
What
Don't
color?
be too mean. He just asked if they were blood angels. Don't be too mean to him.
No, Deathwing.
Don't be too mean to him.
I'm so sorry, everybody.
Let him live.
Let me live.
Let him live.
Would not be a good time to say I don't know what those are either.
Oh, God.
No.
No.
God, just Monument Hobbies.
Oh.
Monument Hobbies. You're the fakest nerds on the planet.
Now,
Clip
if
it.
you say anything about Age of Sigmar, I got you.
Clip it.
Order in the court.
Or Blood Bowl.
Who is it? It's
Or-
the police.
Or
coming for me.
BattleTech.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Clip it.
But what would we prime them in?
What a bunch of fakers.
How would we do them, Jason? How would we paint them? Tell us.
Well, what was the question? How to prime?
What would you prime them with, and then what color would you build them up for the box art?
I like. Okay, so I don't know box art as well because they change the way they paint them a lot of the times. But I like basing anything in that bone color from Dark Angels in a brown. And I personally like our umbers, right? So if you have the ability, then I think using dark umber as a base is the best way to do it. If you're not capable of that, like you don't have an airbrush or you don't feel like basing them with a brush, you're looking for doing it in rattle can, then maybe
I have all the pro acrylic paint, so I'm set on that.
okay, yeah, I think dark umber is your choice for basing.
Okay.
And
Dark
then
umber.
as you build it up, I actually like going dark umber to light umber out of your shadows, and
Yeah.
then olive flesh, believe it or not, as you start mixing it into light umber, works great
Okay.
for getting you up to that bone color with olive flesh. And so you really just use dark umber, light umber, olive flesh, and you go dark umber, light umber, and then light umber mix 50-50 with olive flesh, and then olive flesh, and it works great. Now you might want to then highlight that with ivory, and the ivory winds up giving you your nice kind of pseudo white highlight, so you get a lot of staging of value, and you can control it how you want. The brown makes it gives you the ability to make it a dirty color as much as you need to. Because I think that they look better when they have a little grit to them, of course. And then all those browns play really good with the green on the hoods.
Right.
And all the other stuff. The accoutrement, capes, and all that stuff that you're going to do in the Dark Angels green.
iCameo says, Jason, that super shiny gold metallic you showed off ages ago, is that something you guys might ever end up making into a product? It was on a test model.
Ages ago?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
How do you mean ages? How long is ages? Like last week?
Last week.
Because last week we showed off some.
Did something happen that I'm not aware of?
Is this something where maybe you weren't here last week, but you're remembering the throwback to the time before?
The original one? Telvin, thank you so much for those gifted subs. Maybe give Telvin a big hug and heart. Telvin, thank you so much. And Aptly Fine Painting, 88 months. Woo!
That's fine. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, what are you talking about, Jason? You got some secret fun? Holy Moses!
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
What is this? Sweet Mary Magdalene and the saints, my God.
This is rich gold as it exists today.
Wow.
This is gold as it.
That's just gold.
This is time travel gold.
that's
Was
gold.
this kind of what you were thinking?
My, that's shiny.
Oh my goodness.
Yikes.
Oh my. That is a shiny gold.
That is very shiny.
And the
Shiny.
only texture to it is the texture of the primer. You can see the spottiness of these quickly primed models. That's the only reason you're seeing any texture here at all. You can see from the shine that there's no texture to the actual metallic. Just look at that.
My goodness.
Look at how bright that is. You want to have your eyes blown? You want to not be able to see ever again?
Oh my gosh.
That's just like straight up metal.
Silver.
Silver and gold. Silver and gold. It is July almost. Almost Christmas.
And then, because we had to show it when Chris wasn't here.
That's bronze, baby.
Dark bronze.
Dark bronze?
Dark bronze.
What does regular bronze look like? My eyeballs are gonna whoa!
Copper.
Yikes.
That's really cool.
That's pretty coppery.
Copper. Can't catch me, copper. And then light bronze.
Wow. That's
Oh
a
wow,
cool
that's a
color.
great color.
Wow. Those
So,
are very bright.
I mean,
those are metal.
We may be working on something.
Holy cannoli.
We may be about to piss a lot of people off.
I guess so.
Like a company that just decided to spend their entire dev budget on new metallics.
Or my cameras trying to keep up. Copper and then highlight with that light bronze, says Ryan. Ooh wee!
We got a lot in store coming up. Hold
Nice.
on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts. Wow. That is some bright stuff. Cyberspy had a question up here. Let me grab it. Okay. Hey, so quick question. I'm using son of a gun.
You're using son of a gun. Okay. That's a cleaner.
I'm
Gotcha.
using
Roger.
one step over P3 white, but how do I take it step further? I get what you said there. With orange to make it pop.
Taking one step orange over P3 white, but how do you take it a step further with the orange to make it pop?
Cyberspy, aren't you?
Depends on what you need to feel like pop. So, recently when we did these guys, we did a magenta, then an orange, and then a little bit of yellow, bismuth yellow over the orange to get the orange to brighten up, right? So you can do the one step orange over the base that you have, and then you can do a little bit of a dusting of white and then one step yellow over that, or mix the yellow and the orange together to get it to brighten up even more. Remember, being able to stage colors to do base coat white, then a brighter color of the base coat and something else can help it from desaturating. That can give it a lot of pop.
Yeah.
That's how you do OSL glow and things like that. This was just bismuth yellow over the top of the orange, so you could just do the orange one step over your base and then go over it with some yellow and orange mixed together for your highlights. That can work really well.
Yeah.
Really up to you on how much effort you're looking to put into it. But I think yellow is the right direction to go to brighten it up, and you might just need to mix the yellow with the orange to brighten it up as you go. Because you've got stuff like our orange yellow. Just depends. That's what I'm using. I think that's what I used on these as a base, right? I feel like it was.
I think so.
I think it was orange yellow. Not. I said I was using warm yellow, but I think it was orange yellow. So, yeah.
How can I clean soot off of painted models?
Aptifine
says.
Soot from like your house burned?
Uh-oh.
From an open fireplace?
Soot.
I mean, that's a pigment, right? You're talking about carbon pigment in soot, so you don't. You could try wetting them and rubbing it, but you've now got pigment on your model. It's like taking if you're talking real soot, like from fire.
Yeah.
And like,
the game store fire. Oh boy.
Yeah, you're done.
Whew.
You're probably done. Cleaning it off is going to be repainting it. Because it's pigment now. That literally is carbon pigment, right? Because you've got charcoal that is now part of your model, and as you rub it, you've now imagine taking weathering pigments and putting them on your model and then trying to get them off.
Oh, well, you know what's funny?
They're going to stain the model at some point.
Oh.
You can try to clean if it had a good varnish coat over it, but if it was matte color and stuff, I think you're kind of screwed. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's not an impossibility, but that's a really hard one.
I'm so sorry. That hard.
Sucks.
Hopefully everything's okay. A fire is never good.
Never.
I actually just was messing around with black iron oxide last night.
Yep.
On my knights. Like I built them up like really shiny silver metal.
Black iron oxide, for those that do not know, is coal black's pigment.
Yeah, I threw that onto my model and it was great. Oaken Fury says, speaking of metallics, do PA metallics do good in the airbrush? Also, how do you dilute them? I literally put them through the airbrush last night.
Yep, they work great.
I
mean,
used
all
a touch
metallics
of
are going to airbrush
sauce.
differently than you're used to because they have more solids in them.
Yeah.
With the mica or aluminum flake.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're going to spray differently. They have a chance to speckle more if you don't get them thinned right. So getting your thinning right is key. In order to thin ours, you can just use water or any of the regular mediums. Treat them like a normal paint. That's all they are.
Last night I used magnesium, like 5 drops of magnesium with 2 drops of special sauce in my airbrush, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I'm constantly telling people to just treat your metallics like regular paints. It opens up the ability for you to think of them in really cool ways. You can use them. You can blend them together with other colors, airbrush with them, you name it. Sky's the limit. You just have to not feel like there's something different and treat them differently, other than, like I said, you'll thin a little bit different. You'll find they act a little bit different in the airbrush, but I would attack them the same way you do normal paints and then just kind of learn what you need to do to alter your use of them based on your rig and how it's all set up and acts.
Yeah, so I mean, I had no problems with it.
Nope, you shouldn't.
It's awesome. Now I'm testing out. I've just been on a big weathering pigment kick, not necessarily for just weathering, but like just putting them in the crevices because it gets deep in there. But it provides a really cool. Like I almost used the black iron oxide as a wash.
Yeah.
Right, then I took it. I jammed it all in the model in the bits, like in the metal bits. Then I took a dry brush, wiped it all off, and then mixed the pigments with steel, and then dry brushed that, and it was awesome. Whatever that effect was, it came out pretty good.
That effect is called Mad Scientist.
That is how Christopher Hobbies.
I love it.
Mad scientist.
That fearlessness and seeing what might happen if is such a key to having good hobby experience. It can frustrate you if you're not careful. If you try it on a model that you're really in love with and you don't get the result you want, it can be frustrating. But more times than not, if you try it on, test something that you have a weird idea about. Test it on a piece of sprue or something that you're not as concerned about ruining. Then all of a sudden you can open your eyes to some really, really fun stuff. Back in the day, that's what we had to do. We had to be like, hey, they don't make a product for this. I have an idea. And you grab something out of your mom's kitchen.
And then you just go to town.
And you just go to town, right?
The D Bowler says, for metal highlights here, are you using paint out of the bottle or is this a blend?
No, this is just paint out of the bottle. I'm not mixing. I'll let you know if I'm mixing. This is just this is bright neutral gray.
Bright neutral gray.
Yeah, this is just bright neutral gray that I'm just doing really quick over the tops of the chain. Don't die.
Thank you. Call me Molden. What is the ratio of special sauce medium versus paint should I use for an airbrush to get a similar effect to what one step does? Okay.
Usually about 3 to 1. Some of the more opaque colors like titanium white, coal black, they will require a little bit more medium than the other colors. But like I said, for most people, I've been saying that my magic mix ratio has been about 3 to 1 is where I'll start. It works really well. Really well.
Yeah, my next test that I'm testing out is doing sienna with nouche.
So good.
So I'm gonna try that out.
And of course, he means burnt sienna.
Burnt sienna, yes. Well cooked sienna coming out. Never.
Horrible, horrible chefs in the art world.
They just can't get it right.
There's
it's
no
either
well
burnt or raw.
Yeah.
Who knows? Little Billy says, I tried one step through the airbrush and it was awesome. If I only... Okay. Oh, this is such a nice comment.
Why does Little Billy all of a sudden sound like he's from an old Mary Poppins?
I don't know, but he just gave me a beautiful
derivative
compliment. He said, if only I could be as good as Chris was, then maybe I could achieve my dreams. Little Billy, you can
Chris
achieve.
was at what?
You can achieve your dreams, Little Billy.
I'm failing to see. What was Chris good at?
He's giving me a compliment. Just life, it sounds like.
But he said was. There's a past tense to that.
And it was awesome. No, I might have misread what Little Billy said, but I put the context there. Thank you, Little Billy. That's not what he said.
What did he really say?
He said Chris, something vulgar and mean and crude.
Why are you defending him then?
I'm not. I just wanted to...
I don't understand this relationship you people have.
Me either, man.
Me either, man.
Hey, you know what? You know what I do understand?
Put paint on the model.
That's right. And guess what? Put on your calendars. This Friday, we're having a big old fat fun time.
What?
Big old fun time.
Fat fun time?
Fat fun time. That's what they called me in college.
I was going to say. That was his stripper name.
that's one of the stripper names. Fat Fun Times. Anyway, make sure you put Friday
so good.
on your... I almost said put Friday on your model. No. Be here Friday. You should be here every day of the week.
Friday is our 10th anniversary,
yes,
is what he's trying to say. We are turning 10. Monument Hobbies, this lovely business we built along with you as our community, is turning 10 freaking years old since we launched our first stream over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And the business is now 10. ProCrow's 8 years old this year. Crazy to think.
Yes.
Who'd have thunk it, Chris?
Yes, I will be.
Hey, Chris,
here
10
Friday.
years ago,
yeah.
Would you have ever thought that this is what you would be doing?
What was I 10 years? 10 years ago.
You were in California.
I know exactly where I was, and no, I would say I would not have thought this is what I was doing, or I even thought it was a potential possibility.
10 years ago, I was going in my senior year of high school.
I want to kill you, Dad.
Senior year of high school,
Sweet
10 years
Mary.
ago. Freaking babies.
I am old as...
10 years ago, I was still old.
10
still
years
old.
ago was 1955.
And Jen and I were already together. That's the way that works.
No, I did not think I would be here 10 years ago.
10 years
Who
ago.
knew? I didn't know where I was going to be.
10 years ago, I looked and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start painting models on the internet. I've been doing this forever. Why don't we show the people how to do it?
Juan says, remind me to smack Jabe next to Decepticon.
I started dating my wife 10 years ago.
Cool. Make us even feel older.
Saying.
That's true. Happy 10-year something for you guys.
It's true.
You know? How long have you been married?
It'll be 7 years in November.
7 years in November.
7 years.
Nice.
Such
That's
youthful
cool.
ignorance.
Everyone's
And
doing
bliss.
everyone's doing the math right now. Huh?
Everybody's doing the math?
Yeah.
About what?
How old I was when I got married. That was a little boy. That was a wee lad.
You're 21.
I was 20.
20? About to turn 21?
No.
Oh. Freshly 20?
Ripe 20.
Yeah,
like
like-
off the tree 20.
Yeah.
Ripe.
Off the tree.
You know?
So
Ripe.
I don't want anything off the tree at 20.
That's
Nothing off the
apple.
tree
Yeah.
is what I'm looking for. Okay, so we've made rust out of burnt sienna and glazed wash medium. This is 1 to 1 to 1. 1 part paint, 1 part medium, 1 part water.
Okay. Oh, what are you doing here?
Rusting.
Oh, Gandalf.
Rusting.
Rust. Give it some rust.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Oh yeah. Good workup.
I like this workout. So I'm so sorry, Jason. This
Oh my
was
God.
this was rust, right?
What do you mean?
The color, the one-step color, rust.
No.
No,
What
He
did I
said-
just say?
He said the
Chat,
I'm so sorry.
be mean to him.
I'm in 5 different places today.
Be mean to him, chat. Tell him what this is.
could
Well,
you
no,
just
it's
use
sienna.
could you just use
Burnt
rust
sienna.
for
Sorry,
this?
it was burnt sienna. It was burnt sienna.
Could you do what, Gabe?
Could you
Sorry,
just-
I have somebody cackling in my ear over here.
Could you just use rust one step to do this?
You could, but I'm not trying to do the filter over the whole surface. I want most of the color to run into the recesses. Remember, glaze
Right.
wash when you want it in the recesses.
Right.
One step when you want it on the surface.
Oh.
Heavily on the surface. This will do some surface coloring, right? But it won't. It will leave a lot of more of the gray showing through and the highlight showing through, and then
Right.
just seep into these in between spots on the chain.
K
So
Shorties.
that's where you really want to wash, is to have it nestle
Right.
into the crevices. And one step will also nestle in the crevices, but while doing so, it will turn the whole model this color. And I want that effect that you start seeing build up there, where it's just kind of in the.
I literally even mentioned it earlier, so I feel embarrassed.
I mean,
Burnt sienna.
I
even made a
paid
whole joke.
professional.
Oh boy. Real question. I'm struggling to go. Okay, I'm struggling with a good progression for a medium/dark brown hair workup. Any tips from K Shorties? Any tips on brown, medium, dark brown hair?
Again, the umbers are a great spot to work with. Depending on how you want it to look at the end, warm brown is also a good mid-tone. So dark umber, warm brown, and then light umber, warm brown mix, or whatever you want to. The warm brown will add a little bit of an auburn flair to it, though, so you got to be careful because you can get it to look like it's more of a reddish brunette type color overall. And if that's not what you're looking for, you might not be happy. But I like those colors a lot. And then it's really just when you're highlighting. If you've seen my wood workup where we do dark umber, light umber, olive flesh, and then brown transparent, that also works great for brunette hair. It will have a little bit of a warmer look to it because, again, the brown transparent has a little bit of an orangey hue once cured. But all those work well. If you just want a standard kind of neutral brown, then black brown, dark umber, light umber works really well too. And you probably won't use the light. Well, you could. You could use the light umber by itself. I was going to say you just kind of mix it in with the dark umber. But black brown, dark umber, light umber works really, really well for just a neutral brown. And then you can do kind of the warm highlights with something like dark warm flesh works really good for doing like this shine along the crown of the head where the oiliness of the hair gives it a little bit of a metallic sheen almost.
K Shorties, is that on YouTube by chance?
What's that?
I don't think so. He did a VOD on the wood, if that's what you're talking about.
And look at that. In no time at all, Rusty changed.
Oh, K Shorties, the wood workup is on. Yes, it would be a VOD somewhere deep in the mines, right? The fancy wood.
Well, it depends, because it wouldn't be like the Surfer Girl board. That was wood grain.
Was
the
it
last thing that we've really done
the
where I've done
Guardian?
that for wood was kind of the
Guardian.
The Guardian?
Yeah, that Guardian model from Conquest.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, you did some really awesome.
That's like an orangish wood.
Yeah, okay.
This
Got it.
was more
Oh,
like when we did
yes.
this guy, we did the brown on the wood shield that way. Although then we went back and glazed dark camo green on it to give that kind of wet,
right.
Damp trench
warfare.
trench wood look.
Gotcha.
Trench
okay,
wood sounds
I
like
was
something
mistaken.
you definitely don't want.
I was thinking of that Guardian from Conquest.
Yeah, that one is more of a kind of an orangey wood tone. But that did use kind of a similar workup, but that's going to be more of a warm brown.
I love how
feel.
that came out
For something that's like a living wood.
Yeah.
So if you use the umbers, because this used a lot of yellows and stuff, so it got more orange, and was using the one-step orange and warm browns, right? So I think that when you look at it with the dark umber, light umber, olive flesh, and the brown transparent back over it, you won't be this orange. You'll be more like a traditional like brunette hair color. So is it bad when you're running out of space on the secondary storage table?
We have to have a very big conversation about your space.
That didn't sound good. That sounded like intervention, not conversation.
Yes, we're running out of space. That's why I have literally all of those shelves over there. It's for more space.
Big sigh, Chris.
You have a lot of models.
I ordered more.
I know. Yes, Jason, we're gonna have to move some of your models.
I ordered more.
Shelves of potential. Yes, Ryan. We need more shelving.
Hey, Ryan, when are you going to come hang out and paint with me? So we have like 18 different armies we got to finish.
Yeah, Ryan.
And remember you said, anything for you, boss. That's what he said.
Anything for you, Daddy. What?
I don't know where we got this guy.
Paul. Little House on the Prairie, anybody? No?
No.
Well, Paul. I'll see myself out. What is Monument doing a yard sale on this partial painted mini? No.
We need to.
We keep saying that. It's never happening.
We talked about it again today.
Because every time Jason goes in that room, he looks at models. He's like, oh, I'm going to do that. Oh.
No, I look at a lot of them and say, these need to leave.
but
But I do find a lot. I mean,
like,
it is kind of like Christmas every time I walk in there.
It's 50-50 because you're like, oh.
I heard that yesterday.
When Jose was here yesterday and we walked through there, it was pretty
I found
eye-opening.
a whole box of the
Jose, our
Warmachine
director of
models.
operations, came over and with his son. His son works with us too, and he was like, "Hey, do you happen to have any models that my son and I could paint?" Neither one of them really paint models, and so they're getting into it. They're getting excited about it. And
they're
like,
painting Warmachine.
And I was like, no, there is not anywhere in this building more models to paint. And then we showed them everything, and they were just digging through boxes like it was Christmas. And then we flipped on the light in the room over there, and they were like, oh. Yeah. It's literally floor to ceiling models. Most of them built, just stacked on shelves. It was like I told Chris yesterday as I walked through that room, I was like, you know what? That's like the entire 10-year history of the stream sitting on the shelves in there, because I could go in there right now and dig out models that if you've been around for the entire 10 years that were painted like year one on the stream. I mean, those models are still in there. Like, we don't get rid of anything because you could use them one day.
You could, though. And as silly as that is, yeah, Ryan, you're going to have to get down here and start painting. And by
Gentlemen,
down here,
start your brushes.
I think Jason's going to be starting a side business within the business where he hires his current employees to paint armies and build armies. Build and paint armies.
Don't tell Chris, but this is what we're doing.
Pale yellow and dark blue.
Nope. Wrong.
What was that last one? I missed it. I was looking. Dark
Yikes.
Jade. Help. Help me.
I don't know. I
yes,
feel like.
do, Rangar.
Do we have a percentage
Ryan.
marker of what? Because you're C- now. So what's that? 73, 74 at least? 75 at least?
What? 75 is straight C. What are you talking about? What are you over there? Can't even do math.
Well, but what point does it go from C- to C+?
Right.
It goes from C-. So here's what it is. From 70 to 74 is a C-.
Okay.
75 is a C.
So you're at 74 at
76 to 79 is C+.
Incorrect. 77 to 79 is C+.
No, not my thing.
75 to 77
No.
is C.
No, dude.
Yes.
No, it was only 75 for my grading.
Well,
Only 75 was
you
your
don't get to
C.
grade yourself anymore.
At my
We've seen
school-
where that winds up.
At my school, a 79 was a B.
Oh, God. They've changed.
Great, and they gave out,
We're all-
and they gave out participation trophies for showing up too. Great.
Here's an F. And here's your diploma.
Welcome
Yikes.
to today.
There you go. Gradeflation. That's
Gradeflation.
Oh my gosh. Double T says in nursing school, less than 85 was a C and a 75 was failing. Yes.
That's the way it should be.
That's the way.
100%.
I
You
mean,
cannot let people pass with a D. And there are schools that let people pass with a D.
Oh, yeah.
What is that
D's
about?
get diplomas.
Huh?
Said D's get diplomas.
They shouldn't.
These crazy
In my day,
kids.
D's got held back.
My day, D's got you
They
shot.
got sick of 18-year-olds in third grade, I guess, so they decided they were...
I did, seriously.
No, but
D's get degrees.
We had some dudes in my junior high school that had been held back like a couple of years. And so in Texas, junior high school, the middle school would go up to 9th grade.
Yeah.
So as a freshman in high school, you were in a different building. And we had some guys that would be like out at the bike rack smoking cigarettes with the teachers because they were like 20 or 21.
Gotcha.
Jeez.
It's like, well, so we got to fix that, don't we?
Thank you, Droth. Okay, I see. 73 to 79.9 is a C? I don't know, man. I was always You only had one. Can't remember if you all got a video on it, but Jason was starting on the Tau Devilfish or Hammerhead question mark.
Yep.
It was
Hammerhead.
explaining how
It was Devilfish. Sorry, Devilfish.
how he was going to build interest, highlighting interest into the panels, even with them being flat. Is that a video you could shoot me, or could we just do a rundown again?
The stream is on the
Yeah, let
YouTube
me-
channel.
I'm
The stream
give
is
it to you
captured on
right here.
YouTube, so you can go back and watch that whole stream.
I am actually also in the process. I recorded.
All we
that
got
bit.
done was the airbrushing on it, but it looked good.
I got the recording on that too. At some point, we will make that a video because that was the whole point of that day, was priming and airbrushing flat surfaces. So yes. What day did we do that? We did that. Oh, we
Like 2
did
weeks
it.
ago.
Yep, here it is. 12 days ago, June 17th.
So it still looks fuzzy because it's all airbrush, but as soon as we start doing the panel lining on it, it all will come clear just like the normal guys.
Here you go. Go check
But that whole thing is done in one stream.
Go check that out. That is the link that I just put there. That will take you to it. Plus, hey, great segue. Thank you so much. If you're not familiar with our new Learn tab, I've been documenting with the team on how to get everything onto one page for you guys so that you know where to go. We have a library building up of that, so you can go check those out right there. I put all the methodologies on there. I've had all the shorts on there, all of Jason's hobby tips, all the videos we do, and so on and so forth.
Not all of my hobby tips.
Oh, literally.
I
all of
protect
them.
some of them so that people have to like climb the mountain and come to the top and pass the test.
No, he gives them all away for free. Actually, you do. You do that. Except for the special secret ones.
To climb the mountain ones.
The climb the mountain ones. Which mountain are we climbing?
The tallest one. In the worst weather.
You might die if you tried to climb Camelback Mountain right now.
That is also true in the summer.
My
Camelback Mountain in the summer rates as one of the worst ones. So
My
Camelback
buddy,
at
my-
any time is tough.
My buddy who works for Parks and Rec, it's a huge initiative to try to get people to stop hiking in the summer here for Phoenix because it's such a problem.
Even if you know what you're doing, it doesn't take much
Doesn't,
dehydration
like-
before you go delirious, and then you find yourself wandering around dehydrated and die in somebody's backyard. Those people that live at the
fittest
bottom
people.
of the hill that have like bodies show up in their backyard.
It's so
What a
bad.
horrible cell feature! Like, did they tell you when you were looking at the houses? They say, "Oh, and get this part."
This is where the bodies collect. in the
Random
back of the
bodies collect in
fence.
your backyard when they fall off of Camelback Mountain in the middle of the summer.
Yeah, it's not pretty. Anyway, stay hydrated out there.
Stay hydrated out there.
EU, I know you're going through a brutal summer, so hopefully you're staying safe. A lot of, man, it's wild, man. People are just, it is not good over there right now. So hopefully you're all staying cool as best you can.
Chris, you're pretty cool.
Hey, thanks, man. It's hot outside, but the paint is cool. 1 second.
We got crickets.
Oh, that's a long button.
Call the exterminator. We have crickets, Chris.
Malev says it'd be so hot in the UK as it's getting to be in AZ. That's what I've heard. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
they had 105 degrees the other day
Really?
in France.
Oh,
Our office in France was at like 105, I think.
Jason's gonna be the only guy over there during that time. He's like, "This is nothing. You guys should come to our neck of the woods."
Yeah, I have to go over there. No, I am going to be bitching because they don't have AC. So it's like,
it should be going away.
it's like,
If you're staying in an Airbnb, there's a good possibility there will be AC.
There might be. It's a dry heat. Droth, that's saying something.
It
Yeah,
is.
they ain't
It
built like
definitely
that,
is
yeah.
something. People that laugh at our statement of dry heat have
It
never
is-
experienced 100 degrees in humidity. Because go to Texas, Louisiana, down by the Gulf, hang out in Houston when it hits 100 degrees at 88% humidity.
Yeah, that's gross.
Then you see people dying.
Yeah, because you just can't cool down.
Yeah, you just AC doesn't even work.
AC doesn't work. Because the whole sweating. The only reason you cool down is when your sweat evaporates.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if it's not
It
evaporating,
doesn't evaporate in humidity.
because it's too humid in the
Then they
air.
just take salt pills out on the baseball
It's
diamond
kind of
all the
nice
time.
because
It's
over
horrible.
here you can just jump in the pool or just throw water on your body and you're fine. Because then it just evaporates instantly.
Yeah, I mean, it's never good to like be at 115 degrees. Let's be honest. You know, like Arizona when it's 115, the biggest problem that I have with it is not necessarily the discomfort of the heat. That's easier to get past. It's the fact that everything you touch is trying to kill you.
Yeah. Ribbles has a
seatbelt.
question.
Like
Do you,
your seatbelt, your steering
Yeah,
wheel. This damn
literally
car,
everything.
my loaner car, while my car's in the shop, my loaner car has got a metal band on the steering wheel strictly for looks.
oh boy.
And
That's-
as you're rotating to turn the car, it's at the bottom. It's at 6 o'clock on the wheel.
Oh.
And so as you go to turn, so you're not holding it normally.
Yeah.
The rest of it's padded, and it's okay. But then you go to turn, and you go, this hand goes over for the turn, and then this hand grabs the wheel to continue the turn, and you always grab the metal thing at 6 o'clock. And
Ugh.
it is infuriating how hot that thing becomes.
Yikes. That is kind of an inconvenience to have on a steering wheel.
Yeah, because when you're turning, you don't be like, ah, and then like lose control of the car.
Ribble says, do you guys have a good place to get other minis to paint besides Warhammer, or is that most of the stuff you guys paint Warhammer?
No, this is Warmachine that we're painting
We-
right now, and these are 3D printed.
Yeah, we actually
This
we
one
don't-
that I'm painting is plastic.
we don't
from
paint a lot of
Warmachine.
Warhammer.
Yeah, we don't do a
Well,
lot.
I mean,
I'm
rephrase
doing towel right now, but
that. Not normally. We kind of paint whatever, but I would say we pay like 25% Warhammer. Warhammer also has amazing models, so that's why. But yeah, typically there's a bunch of different.
Games
That's a
Workshop
big
just strictly
question.
has some of the best plastics. If
Yeah.
you don't want to afford them, then things like Warmachine are actually fairly inexpensive for buying like
Conquest.
a unit. Conquest, we paint a lot of Conquest here. And
Conquest is
Conquest
very
has
well
some of
affordable.
the absolute best designs in miniatures right now. Right? They're more fantasy with a smidge of weird kind of sci-fi baked in, but they
Yeah.
are more fantastical. So they're, both with Warmachine and with Conquest, you get more fantasy blended with sci-fi.
Right.
As opposed to GW, which is strict lines in the sand of, it's fantasy and sci-fi. There's not a whole lot of crossover. So I like both of those because they give me more to kind of work with as an artist.
Yeah.
I think is a fair way to put it.
Conquest has a very nice canvas size, right? For
The models are bigger. They're like 35 mil instead of the standard like 30, 32, 28, you know, that most other games are. But then, you know, on things like My Mini Factory, where if you have a friend or know somebody that can 3D print, then there's anything you want is on My Mini Factory. And
That's
if you
true.
go on Etsy, a lot of the things you find on My Mini Factory, you can go hunt on My Mini Factory for whatever your search terms are and find a model, and then go on Etsy and type that model's name, and generally there's somebody on Etsy who will print it for you.
I found the tree yesterday on Etsy.
Nice.
There's a bunch of Warmachine on there.
Yep.
Carl Moore says, "Hi, Monument Fam. Question: how best approach painting glass? I'm talking about glass you'll see on a skyscraper on a sunny day. Thanks for these streams."
It's the same as what we call, you know, when I talk about shiny stuff, it's called reflective surface painting. And so non-metallic metal, as we call it in the hobby, which is a lot of what you see me painting, like the fake gold that I have on here. It's all done the same way. So, you know, like lenses on the Battletech Mini are very good because this is just glass. You know, it's a window. And so this is that. It's curved, so it has a little bit different than a flat plane. Like a flat plane on a skyscraper, if it has light shining at it, will literally just be bright white almost. It'll be whatever the brightest color of the light source is. So for like the sun, it'll be like a whitish yellow, and it'll just be that entire color because it's a flat plane. It doesn't have anything to shade or highlight on it unless there's a reflection in it. So if you were going to paint it as just a flat plane with a shine, you could all just be literally yellowish white, the whole face of it. The things around it are what are going to make it seem like it's shining, because the rest of the surfaces, like the windowsill and everything, won't just reflect directly back at you. They'll have angles and shadows and things like that. But that's it, right? So anytime you're painting reflective surfaces, you're basically just having to know where and when to make your jump from your darker and mid-tone colors to your bright shine colors so that you get that idea of reflection. You know, that's what we do on all of these bits, like the gold little shoulder plates here, right, is knowing when to jump to this really bright near white highlight and put that highlight on the edge and stuff that gives it the idea of shine. Whereas the skin next to it, you know, doesn't have that same jump.
Yeah.
But the helmet does, right? And so you're just making the materials on the model make sure that you have those jumps from mid-tone to highlight for things that reflect light back at you, and that you blend smoothly from mid-tone to highlight on things that don't, like fabric, skin sometimes, although skin can be shiny as well. That's it. That's the key. It is that simple. It is not simple to do, right? In theory, it's very simple. In practice, it can be very difficult to recreate those shines. But again, it's kind of like, you know, up to you on how you do it. We have lots of examples that we paint that might not be as shiny, but will still give the idea of reflection, you know, like a dull sword and dull armor on this more nurgly guy, but it still has a brighter shine area. It's just meant to look more like it has not been polished, right? It's been through battle, and doesn't have, it still has shine, but not as pinpoint as like the gold on here, right? Where the gold has one bright reflection line and then more mid-tone and darkness. This blends out easier. So this is more like brushed aluminum or stainless steel or something. And this goes more towards, you know, not chrome, but a more shiny, polished look. And that's really what you're doing. And so for windows, if they're dirty, they can be like this. They can have more of a long blend between your dark and bright colors. If they're dusty and dirty and old, if you're doing like an apocalyptic scene, if they're brand new on a brand new skyscraper, they're going to be shiny and they're just going to be that bright white.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you. Ogre says, "Bless you" to Gabe.
Thank you.
I thought Gabe died.
That's cool. Model says double T.
I do every time.
I do.
A little inside every day.
Wow, that's insane. I have not had the chance to use Procro paints yet. Wish they were more available in the UK.
They're everywhere. Tons of stores carry them over there.
Yeah, check out our
Element
FLGS
Games,
link. Check that out.
Firestorm Games,
Wayland,
the biggest retailers over there all carry us.
Yeah, go check it out. The okay, Jason, so how many models does someone need to play this game?
Like 20.
What are the point values of like a small game? Right?
30 points, and that's roughly 6 models. in most factions. It could be 7.
Oh, you only need 30 points.
30 points is what we played a practice game with Phil and I the other night, and it was we each had 6 models.
Is it limited to anything crazy, or?
No, you can play it. Well, the points do the self-limiting, so you're going to have certain things you can't bring because certain models are like 20 points. So, that's not going to be possible.
I see.
But no, in general, no, you can play with all the models you want at the 30-point level. Like I said, the big gargantuans and the heavy, hitting models like your house are not going to play well at 30 points because you spend all your points. You could still put them in the list, but you're not going to have all the other models they need for support or to support.
I see.
Right? But then you go 30, 50, 75, 100 is how that goes. And you can play at any made-up point level in between.
I see.
So Warmachine is a very flexible game system that allows you to do that.
Let's see. Question from Rocco. Is this just your normal steel workup using mixes of Payne's Gray and White Blue? No, it was Pale Yellow and Payne's Gray, right?
This is Pale Yellow and Blue Black.
Blue Black. This is kind of the OG one, right?
Yeah, the pre-Payne's Gray version of my standardized workup, kind of.
Yeah.
If you will. Blue Black is still a very, very strong color for doing this, and allows you a little variation in how the blue looks when doing these types of workups. I'm really a fan of Blue Black. Dark Blue is another great one to use. Those are the 3 that you see me use the most. Dark Blue I don't use as much. It has a very, very heavy leaning towards blue.
Yeah.
But it works really well. It just depends on the model. And, if the model has other blues on it and I want the steel to really jump out, then the dark blue can sometimes be the way to do it, because the Payne's Gray and the Blue Black against other blues on the model may fade away into almost nothing and not give you the blue for them. You might as well just use grays. But this is a really good, Blue Black, very good desaturated blue. So it gives you a really neat way to do steel. And then with the Pale Yellow, you'll get a little bit of a green. Not too much, but a little bit of a greenish to it as you work through your highlights, which is kind of cool and what I'm looking for on this guy.
Cass Andrews says, Jason, do you have a good workup for ice like you'd find in a broken off iceberg or a glacier? Great question.
Ice feels like it would be more like, with snow, right? If you're talking about something that's not like a shiny icicle. Shiny icicle you paint like glass. You just find the flat planes and brighten them up. The planes away from your light source, darken them out.
I feel like they have some deep blues or like teals inside of them.
Yeah, again, the way that we showed the pearlescent painting yesterday with the wings is a great way to do ice. You may change the colors around, but, you can imagine something like on Dante's wings again, where having the colors painted on there and then the transparent white over the top can give you a really cool way to make ice not just plain. If you just paint it with whites or, maybe a little bit of brown and to dirty it up, doing things like turquoise and pinks and things underneath it, I think work really, really well. They give it that pearlescent feel, which again, snow can have because of all the colorant in it, reflection of light, the dirt and things that are part of it too, because there's soil in those things. Don't trust the yellow snow kind of idea.
Ogre says, quick question. Can I do a dark purple prime and white zenithal, then make Payne's Gray into one step and use it? Or is it too dark?
Dark purple prime.
And white zenithal. And then make Payne's Gray into one step and use it? Or is it too dark?
No, I mean, you could definitely do that. It is going to give you a darker surface at the end.
Right.
But there's no reason not to use it if that's what you're going for. It will brighten up over the white and darken up over the purple and still be cool. But, your effect will be fairly dark. But that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
Print, paint, repeat. That was his Dante. He took the Andrasta's wings and put...
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I grab it all the time thinking like people actually know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
This is Dante from the Blood Angels from 40K. And this is a model that I converted with Andrasta, like Chris was saying, Andrasta's wings from Stormcast Eternals. And they're just like the best wings that GW makes for human scale models to put on there. And it makes him feel a lot more like Dante would feel. I never really thought of Dante as just a jetpack guy, you know.
Yeah.
And then non-metallic gold and all the accoutrement or lightning axe that we made out of those are just brush fibers off of a house painting brush, the nylon house painting brush fibers, and take them and bend them and make lightning out of it. Fun stuff. Then we did the Sanguinius
Oh yeah,
model that was in process,
That Sanguinius is a dope model,
but
though.
a very similar process on the wings, just not to the near as far in conclusion as the Dante ones. But you can see how I've used turquoises and dark hot pink and dark blue or dark purple for shading, and then layering up the transparent white over the top will turn these into white wings, but keep that kind of cool pearlescent color shift feel to the wing, so you can see the process in its middle ground stages as opposed to how it finishes up. I like winged Blood Angel dudes.
Game Delay says, now I've got Dante's Inferno going in my head to the melody of Disco Inferno. Game Delay, we might be woven of similar cloth.
I don't know that that's a bad thing.
Ever since Jason unfortunately showed that beautiful metallic, I cannot get the silver and gold song out of my head. That the snowman
That's Chris.
sings. It's horrible.
I had nothing to do with that.
I know. You didn't. It's the unfortunate part. I wish I could just blame it on Jason. I can't.
Tries to. I protect myself. It's not my first rodeo.
What'd you say? What'd you say up there?
It's not my first rodeo.
This would be your second rodeo.
I've been to a lot of rodeos.
How many rodeos have you been to, Jason, in your entire life?
18.
1, 2, 3, and go.
I could see that. Speaking of the middle ground, says Joshua Lee, welcome to the stream. Great segue. We're so glad you're all here. If you are here on TikTok for the first time, welcome.
Hello.
We do this on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube simultaneously as well, so you can't see those chats, but I call out names. So regardless of what platform you're on, if you have a question, put it in the chat, and we will answer it for you.
We got you.
Rocco says, dude, I've been singing Silver and Gold too. Get out of my head. I know. Horrible.
Chris has that
Danger
effect
Boy.
on people.
Danger Boy says, Chris, do we get a bathroom break today? I don't know. Only you can decide, America. I have no idea what your bathroom schedule looks like or if you're able to. So that, Danger Boy, is up to you.
This is one of those rare weeks where you know when the giveaway is because it's on
Yes.
the birthday stream on Friday.
And it's gonna be big. It's gonna
I
be
will kill
big.
you.
Chris, since you're a fan of trees and Christmas, what is your opinion of Christmas trees? I'm so glad you asked, Panic Bomb.
Great.
I like them.
Now we got to listen to this for an hour.
That's it. I answered the question immediately.
Really?
In 5 seconds.
That's all?
I like them.
All right. All right. Amazing.
So there
Succinct.
you go.
Chris is likable. I like this.
I just like Christmas trees. Christmas and sushi. Put it together. Come on now.
Hear me out, Chad. Slick Willie's Christmas sushi.
I told you.
That's what Slick Willie's does on Christmas.
Is give
Sushi.
What is Christmas sushi though? Like
It's
what?
got lots of candy canes in it.
All right. Peppermint.
It's lots of peppermint.
Peppermint sushi. I don't know about that. Print, paint, repeat. Thank you so much for that sub. Coming over here to Twitch. Coming from TikTok. Coming over here to Twitch real quick to give us that sub. I see you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
I think sushi's great. Christmas is great. It's
Chris,
all great.
how many times have we gone and eaten sushi together? Is it more than 2?
Oh yeah, I would say like 4 or 5 times.
Okay. All right.
We go to that one place over by AJ's.
Yeah, by AJ's. You're just one of the people that every time we have a chance to go to lunch, it's generally I have a coupon at Ihalals.
I mean, I want to save us money.
He's a thrifty guy.
It'd be a waste if we
Jason,
didn't do it.
I'm thrifty.
I'm a member.
He is a member of Aho Owls.
I'll literally show you immediately. Look.
Does he have a card?
Yeah, he's a card. Got a membership card.
I used to have a wallet. Uh-oh.
Is this what you're looking for?
I don't know where my wallet is.
That sucks.
Hold, please. Ah, here it is. Hold, please. Oh, it's your...
Why do you put your wallet in your bag?
That's because what bags are for.
Why don't you keep it in your
Check
pocket?
this out. Whoop-blam. Oh, well, his membership card. Right there. I eat for free.
Commando, can I make sushi for a living?
None for me, thanks. Well, Commando Ken, you can't... I was going to say, don't, Jason loves painting, so it's kind of different for him, because, like, Jason is technically working right now, right, Jason?
Yeah, we all are.
We all are. In the collective world of the work. We are all working, so... But Jason doesn't get old of painting, right?
Tired?
No, old.
I am
What?
old.
What are you saying? Old of painting?
What
What?
does old of painting even mean?
1 second.
What are
Where's
you
my-
saying, Chris?
I need to restart. Jason doesn't tire of painting,
Okay.
I believe. Correct, Jason?
I mean, we talk about it from time to time. There's times where I'm like, you know what? I just don't feel like painting today. It's rare.
I haven't heard that one in a long
Yeah, it's
time.
rare, but it can happen. I'm not impervious to it. I'm
That's
human.
true.
I
That's
get
true.
burnout.
I'm
We talk
not-
about it all the time, like how to deal with it, right?
Yeah, that's true.
What do you do to jump back in? When you know you have to paint, you either got a project you're really needing to do. If you're, God forbid, you're a commission painter and you're like, oh my God, I got to do this thing for the guy and I promised, and then you find burnout. So yeah, there's a lot of things that you have to think about. But no, I don't tire from it very often.
Oh, Sasquatch paint.
I've got so many projects that it's literally like, okay, if I'm sick of this one, as chat gets frustrated with, they're like, when do we see the Tau again?
You got to switch it up.
When do we see the Tau again? It's like, well, when I'm not sick of them. Because I'm sick of them and I don't want to be sick of my Tau army. But every now and then, you get sick of the Tau.
Sasquatch Paint says, I'm Jason. I'm teaching an entire painting class soon.
Awesome.
We're painting Stormcast models. I want to
Nice.
show off more than just painting metallic gold over the whole model. What are some things you would do if you were teaching a class painting that model? Great question, by the way.
I think you have to live with the fact that you're going to be spending a lot of time on gold armor, right? Because that's just what they are, unless you want to change it up. But I don't think there's a problem with doing the gold armor and having that be a focus of the class. I think that most of the time, the real issue becomes how do you then take and show them how to weather that gold armor, how to use washes, maybe dry brushing, things like that to really make the gold look cool. It's a great opportunity because you're talking about a situation where the color of the model is so monotonous at some point, right? Not that gold is bad, but it's just a lot. And so what do you do? And so when you're going through and teaching, focusing on how to take it almost writes itself as a class, right? Because you're like, how do I show you how to treat a model that is only monochromatic and turn that into something really interesting to look at? Because Space Marines suffer the same thing. Your Space Marines are all one color pretty much.
Yeah.
And so how do you take that one color and make it interesting? Through weathering, through various ways of highlighting, stuff like that. So there's a lot of opportunity in that class to really lean into the fact that the gold is kind of boring when you do all the armor that way.
That's a tough one. Plum Crunchy says, that's me right now because I want to attempt some freehand on something I want to do on. Okay. You're in that artist block. I feel you. Artist block is real. It's out there. Sometimes you just don't want to do things. I get it. Sometimes you have to put the project down and move to the next one. I've been painting in batches now based on new games that I would like to play in the future that are the mini version of that thing, to learn to play the game, then invest in painting the rest of the army. For example, 1,000 points for Horus Heresy just to learn the game. That way, then when I get to 2,000 points, I know exactly what's going on.
Well, and you see if you're invested in it
Yeah.
enough. Yeah. No, I'm a fan. Right.
Same
it's
with
like
Blood Bowl.
doing the first Blood Army size for Conquest.
Yeah.
You know, rather than trying to force it.
Blood Bowl is different because the team is so small, but sevens is really getting me intrigued. I'm very excited for that. A lot going on.
What is sevens?
It's the mini version, right? So it's only 7 players on the pitch.
Because you needed a mini version of a game that only had 11 models.
17 or something. I think it's 17 in your roster or 16.
Maybe you don't play them all. You only have 11 on the field, don't you?
True, but like they don't come. You can put more on the field. This is like you get 7. That's it.
Silly.
Apparently.
It seems silly.
And it's a smaller rule set? Question mark. Oh yes, and it does play on a. Malev says it plays on a smaller field. Yes, I want to try it.
Okay, that seems extremely silly.
But Jason, that's the point. It is silly. It's Blood Bowl.
Like, you already had a skirmish game.
No, I
You
don't
need to
think.
make it
I
more
wouldn't
skirmish?
consider Blood Bowl a skirmish game.
It definitely is.
It
100%.
takes a long time though.
That doesn't matter. Skirmish doesn't have anything to do with time. It has to do with model count.
I don't know, man.
I don't care if you know or not.
I think I don't.
That's the way that works.
Would you consider Blood Bowl a skirmish game?
1,000%.
What?
It
Yeah.
100%.
No.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
don't listen to him, Chad. He doesn't have a freaking
7
clue
is
what
for
he's talking about.
lunchtime.
D&D is a skirmish game.
D&D is skirmish combat, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, don't come at me. Whoa, take it easy. Calm down,
Just saying,
everybody.
man.
Everybody, calm down.
I wouldn't call a football game a war.
Okay. Valid point. It's football, Gabe.
I'm talking about American football.
No, you're talking about soccer. For the last few weeks, I've been so busy that haven't had time to paint, says Haley. Things have slowed back down, but now I'm oscillating between not having the motivation to having decision paralysis on which project to start.
Yeah.
Here's hoping that July challenge breaks me out of this funk.
Awesome. We got you.
We were thinking, what are we going to do, Jason, for the July
It
challenge?
isn't time for that, Chris. Why would you even pose that we tell them that?
Because they're going to ask.
Well, but that's what August is for.
They don't get to know.
And that's
Or
what the answer
what the
is.
beginning of July is for. It's not the beginning of July.
Jason
They'll
just
find out-
answered all of your questions.
They will
for
find
you.
out tomorrow.
That's right. Gabe will post the new challenge tomorrow. Yes, Scorched Earth. It tends to lend itself to that. Blood Bowl is a game of chance.
Oh God, it's
It is. You can go in with this beautiful strategy,
Oh God.
and then all of a sudden, it's not.
There's a reason why I don't play that game.
We're actually having a tournament on the 26th
There
of
is some
September.
amazing models in Blood Bowl. I will never
love
play
it.
that game.
If you're around Gamers Guild on the 26th of September, we're having a big event.
We are.
That's right. It's happening.
Really?
Yes.
We'll be.
I'm gonna send
we're
it
putting
out.
together a
It's going to be a big deal.
Blood Bowl event.
It's getting bigger because somebody's like, hey, I'm coming down for the weekend. Do you guys want to play Blood Bowl? And now I'm just inviting everybody. So it's going to be a big deal.
I'll come laugh at you guys.
gonna
You
come out of
should.
retirement.
For people who don't want to come, you can just come and paint and hobby.
I'll come and play Warmachine.
I've learned that starting small beats waiting to be motivated. I tell myself I'm going to paint for at least 5 minutes. Obviously, I end up doing
Yep.
much more than that once I sit down, but it helps me get started with motivation just isn't there. Nice.
It's
You
one
have
of the
to.
biggest things I've ever taught and told people in general is to just make sure you set some time aside and don't make it such a time that it seems debilitating, right? Just make some time, sit down with a brush, and you will find the way. Literally, you'll find the way if you just take the time out of it. Sit down for 30 minutes, 15 minutes, like you're saying, and go to town. Just start painting, and you'll find that you'll get your muse back. You may have to do that a couple days before it really clicks. You know, you might have to think about switching up projects, whatever. That's
Yeah.
irrelevant. It's that you will find it again. You can't just wallow in it. If you want to paint, sit down and paint. You got to make the time. Put it on the schedule, on the calendar, make it happen.
Joshua Lee, I would like to know a good color combo for an AdMech Electro pre-skin. I kind of want to replicate the skin tone, but I'd like to be a bit warmer. I'm thinking probably one step medium. Electro pre-skin AdMech.
I think they're kind of like like pale in the army, right? Like in the normal
Let's see.
GW color, like bluish gray. I want to say, kind of pale.
Let's look here.
I don't know. I don't know the box art colors for them.
Oh, okay. Here we go. They are kind of like grayish blue.
Yeah, exactly right.
They look almost dead, like dead gray.
Yeah, well, because they're AdMech, so they're like grafted. You know, I feel like they're just one step above a servitor.
People, thank you so much. I definitely will. Chris, I believe your brother was on leave recently. Please thank you for his service. It was appreciated. Thank you. I will definitely relay that message. He appreciates that. What was your favorite way to get bold, bright reds without leaning pink in the highlights?
Skin tones as a highlight color. Take your red and use something like dark flesh or warm flesh. Sorry, not dark flesh, warm flesh. And let that guide you, because that has both a content of peach style coloring to it because of the yellows, and also pinkishness because of the other reds, light reds that go into the skin tones. So that's generally your best route for making sure that it doesn't get too orange or too pink skin tones. You get these, here we go, salmon colors. Wait for it, chat. When everybody goes,
oh boy.
When?
Still waiting.
Still waiting.
It's coming. It's coming. Ready? There it is.
For all of those of you on TikTok that are just finding us, just prep yourself. It's coming.
Yeah. We're still waiting. I guess.
I am currently just going through and sketching the light and reflection on these blades, making sure that I build up subtly to the brightest spots, and then prepare for the kicker that'll come with the next step, where I will go with something like white blue, or I might go with bright neutral gray on these. I haven't determined yet, but we will do the brighter color, and we'll make a heck of a jump at the next stage. This is my last pass for, you know, blended layering, if you want to call it that.
Blended.
Well, you know, yeah, because we're blending from dark tones to mid tones here, and you can kind of see how I've got some brightness shown. And when you make that next jump with, like we were being asked before, with the window, or with what is called non-metallic metal, or we call it reflective surface painting, you're about to have to make that jump. Because if I blend another bright color in along over this, then I'm going to be too soft, and I won't be able to then make a leap that goes towards brightness that looks like a shine. It'll just start looking like a soft, non-reflective material like cloth, and that's the biggest thing you're trying to avoid. And so what happens to most people as they try to paint non-metallic metal is they either make too big of a contrast jump too soon and it looks like black and white,
right?
Or they don't do it soon enough, and you wind up with it all looking like a non-reflective surface. Like I said, usually like cloth. A lot of people will gripe to me about how, yeah, I tried to do what you told me to do, and it doesn't have enough contrast, and it's because you didn't make the jump from mid-tone to ultra highlight. You don't just go mid-tone to highlight. You have to go mid-tone to like almost white. Here we're still blending. Here we're still going in minor stages from dark to light. Glazing into that to get some smoothness for our transitions when we need it.
Rocco says, that reminds me, since I'm going to be painting a lot of blood angels, how do I mix a color close to eclectic salmon in the meantime till it release?
The new orange red, right, that came out not too long ago is a great way to do that. And so you take orange red and warm flesh, and that'll give you eclectic salmon. or close enough for government work, right? You'll never miss that you don't have the exact mix. You can see I'm just working on glazing some of those blends in there. Everything just goes from the dark blue black that I had on there. Or not, it's blue black, but it is the darker color. So you have the darker color of blue black on there, and then I'm just kind of lightly glazing some mid-tone, dark mid-tone in to give some transition to shine even out of the dark spots and to blend into my brighter steps, which is, you know, right now probably about 50-50 pale yellow and blue black is my brightest color. Then that gives you this setup for the metallics. I'll try to. Do you have a little bit of punch out? Not punch out, but zoom out on the disc?
Yep. Like
maybe like right about there? Yeah, there. I can stay centered on that, and that's a good. Thank you, sir.
Thanks. What I'm doing is Tyranid Prime. Okay, gotcha. Yes, so thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, Scorched Earth will let you know when that apparel comes out. Make sure you're over on our Discord. If you're not, here is the link. Gabe is working through all the logistics, but just keep an eye out. Make sure you know that you're a part of the Discord. That's when you'll get that. Jason's wearing one right now. I'm wearing a new hat. We've tested it all out. Gabe was wearing some of the shirts at the show this weekend, so we've been testing it. We like the quality. So thank you all for your patience on us getting that, but we wanted to make sure we did it right. So Gabe will announce that this week. So keep an eye out. We're getting it all set up. Is the sword non-metallic metal Payne's Gray with increased bright pale yellow, says Paul?
No, it is blue-black with pale yellow. Similar, but different enough. The blue-black is more of a desaturated grayish blue, and that gives you all the difference in the world to give this kind of offset metallic color that is a little bit different than what you would see me use the Payne's Gray with. But Payne's Gray and pale yellow, or Payne's Gray and bright pale yellow, are my go-to in most cases. I wanted this one to have a little bit more blue showing through. The Payne's Gray can typically look more like a neutral gray or black when you're done.
Yeah.
Because of how dark it can get and how little blue it actually has in it. Whereas the blue-black has more blue in it and will retain that bluishness, as you can see, as we go brighter. And that stands out really nicely against this purple that I am painting here. So that's the difference and why I made the choice.
Is the wash medium same or close enough to Lamian medium? Says Craig.
Not at all the same. From what I know about the Lamian medium, it's a different beast. You can actually make a good wash out of our medium.
What is the Lamian medium even used for? Just like a separator or something?
Who would know? Or? Because they don't name it anything intelligible. So I don't
know. Julium medium.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I think it's just
what
clear
their intention
paint.
was to just thin paint, I think, and keep it at a higher viscosity because it's a little thicker.
Gotcha.
But again, I haven't touched that stuff in forever.
Super duper John, I'm a bit bummed I won't be able to submit my in quotes vehicle this month. I've been totally slammed at work with a bunch of OT. I got the vehicle sculpted though. It still needs to be backed. Oh, baked and painted, unfortunately. Super Jupa. I'm so sorry. I think we might be actually doing that review stream tomorrow, because that would be technically the last day we could do it this week, because Jason then leaves the following week. So
I don't have to be here. You can do it, Baby J.
We could also do that. You don't want to do it tomorrow, Jason? We might. We'll let you guys know.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
Yeah, but we will announce the actual.
I have to be honest. I'm at that point where I don't get to paint for a week, and so
that's true.
Taking me away from painting right now is going to be fighting words.
Yeah,
So-
we'll figure it out, but we will let you all know. Somebody was just asking. I will let you know, or Gabe will let you know what the new, what's it called? The new challenge is.
Yeah, the new challenge will be
tomorrow.
up tomorrow, I think. We already know what it is.
Lami
Just
and
not
me.
telling you.
Do we? I have no idea.
Yeah, you do. You were there.
I literally don't.
We literally put it all up on the whiteboard. You do.
I don't. I think we
Remember.
ran out of them.
Huh?
I think we ran out. We had 3 months.
We know what it is.
Gabe knows what it is. Chris doesn't know what it is. Lammy is just there. Oh, okay. I figured that's what that is. Joshua. Did I miss Turn-In? No. Shadowcast, what goes on for our challenges is typically the evening before at 11:59 p.m. or whatever you want to call it, before midnight is when you have to submit those models.
The due date.
Yeah. And it's typically the last, obviously, if it's the 30th or 31st, depending on what month it is. Gameplay says, but isn't admiring our painting almost as good as doing your own, Jason?
You're gonna ask that question of me? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Game delay. That you're really
Game
pulling
delay,
at
really?
those heartstrings.
Really? That's
You're
what we're
pulling
gonna
at
do
those
now.
heartstrings.
That's what you're gonna do. Put me in that awkward position to have to tell you that my painting before taking a week off.
That's like telling your kids like you don't want to go to their dance rehearsal.
I don't.
No, we'll let you know.
I
Plus,
don't.
Baby J hasn't done one in a while, so he'll probably be itching to do one because also Jason.
I definitely do want to do the review. I'm bummed whenever I
Yeah.
have to miss them.
He's going to be out of town, but we will let you know when
We have a lot of painting left this week. So like Chris said, we're not ready to make that decision.
That's right.
I always am just not paying attention to how close it is to like the end of the month.
Well,
And
also,
so it jumps up and it's like, oh God.
We're
But we
also
never review them on the first. We always take a little bit of time.
yeah,
And so tomorrow is a little close.
we're also not here Thursday, so
Yeah, it's the July 4th whole thing getting in the way because we have company holiday.
right.
A lot going on.
We'll let you all know.
We'll figure it out. You will not suffer for it.
I laughed out loud in my office as game delay. That's hilarious.
He's trying to do that on purpose. I know. I see you, Game Delay. See you.
It is Gamed Elay, technically.
Gamed Elay.
That's his Latin name. I need to play Heresy with Baby J. Swishy? Swishy, Swishly? You could. Hit him up. Plus, you still have the entire rest of the month to work on it. I guess technically you do. We'll let you know, Ginkgo. We don't know yet. But we will let you know what the challenge is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Stan says, if I painted a model a sea green, do you think red weapon casing would work? Question mark.
If you paint a model sea green
Yep.
with red weapon casing, I love red weapon casing, so
Yeah.
I think it works with everything.
Sure.
I'll be honest with you.
That's the
I
answer to
literally
that
think
one.
it works with everything. Other than red models, right? You'll learn with me that typically I just don't like accenting a color with a similar color
Right.
unless you're doing a specific monochromatic palette for some reason. And there's a lot of reasons to do that. But for me, I'm a big fan of red weapon casings on just about anything.
Pet Boy Gaming, thank you so much for saying you love our paints. We appreciate that.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful week on this Tuesday. It is Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
I totally lose track of time most of the time.
Yeah, we switched a big meeting, so now our Mondays feel
It really is weird.
really messes
We
me
had our
up.
big leadership team meeting here, which is like our directors meeting, and it happens weekly, and it would always happen on Wednesdays.
Right in the middle.
And we switched it to, when we switched to our 4-day work week, we didn't really understand the impact that would have to our Wednesday meetings, because now our Wednesday meetings are technically like the end of the week, right? It no longer really the middle. You don't have a lot of time after the leadership meeting to go and do anything about the decisions you made there. We switched it to Monday, but now it's really weird because now it feels like, it should be Wednesday, and I feel like more of my week is over, but it just started. There you go. First world management problems.
There you go. I'm already switched to all Procol. It's just night and day to me. Nice.
I'm liking that. One more side. Holy buckets. Oh, I didn't do the backside of this guy.
I'm already switched to Procol. Yeah, that's great. I'm so glad you did. Thank you for giving us a. Thank you for making the full switch. We appreciate that.
That's amazing.
Scorched Earth, take it easy.
Gorge, take it easy. See ya. For some reason, forgot the backside of this blade even exists. Got real quiet over there, Chris.
Oh, I was reading. I was going back and seeing if there was a question I was looking for. Talking about vehicles, I've been stuck painting way too much trim on a Chaos Forge Fiend.
Oh God.
Is that a vehicle?
No.
A Chaos Forge Fiend? I don't even know what that is.
Or,
it's a big old boy.
It's a weird model, believe it or not, because it is like an animal. It's like a more of a fantasy looking model to me.
Yeah, it is a cool model though.
It's rad.
Rocco, Chris, any more work on your knights? Yes, last night I reprimed one of them to do a test. Then I based the 3 Armingers that I need to actually play Horus Heresy. So I did that. I started testing out some stuff. I used a bunch of metallics through the airbrush last night for those who were asking earlier.
Nice.
Then I did black iron oxide all over it.
Saying that.
And then I mixed that with steel, and I was dry brushing with that, and I really like the effect. I'm trying to make them really dark so that when I put OSL effects on them, that's really fun. Because I have all these little bits from those knights that they have like all the weapon effects, so I got that 3D printed. So I have a bunch of these weapon effects for the knights.
Oh, that's cool.
So it'll actually look. Jason, can you come down a little bit for me? That's perfect. Yeah, so I have like lightning is going to come out of the Lancer. So I got that kind of stuff. It's going to be great. But I switched it from not doing the Monty Python. Now I'm just doing them as classic, like dirty fire wasps. Like my Titan, technically. That's why I made the switch. Ghosty says, painting a dragon from Elden Ring board game. Okay.
Yeah.
And in-game, they are just kind of brown blob. I was going to do a cool gray instead. What would you recommend for a cool shadow color to complement it? Payne's gray is always good.
I was going to say, anybody know my answer? Anybody want to take a guess?
Payne's gray or dark purple?
Dark purple.
Make them all dressed in tree camo. Not game delay. General Ginkgo. Don't you tempt me with a good time, mister.
I'm back to the shadow color. I'm a broken record, and with what I believe good reason. A cool tone in the shadows is always very interesting until you have a model that is also very cool.
Cool.
Right. So if you have a model like, a polar bear or something like that, then giving it some warmth works. And that's where the purple comes in, because royal purple, dark purple can have a reddish impact as well, because they're a good hybrid of red and blue as a color. So purple is my go-to choice. And like you've heard me say earlier, with the two-tone red gun casing, the only time that purple isn't the right answer is when you're painting a model purple, and then you want blue,
right?
Like dark blue in the shadows. But being able to have purple in your shadows is always going to provide interest. Green models, blue models, you name it, yellow models.
Yeah.
There are lots of other colors you can use, so don't think it's the only color. because you'll see me do greens, reds, browns, you know, you name it. But I think that for the most bang for the buck, especially if you have something that's generally a neutral color like browns or grays in the way it is depicted, that a purple can really have a high impact.
Stan says, my go-to shadow color on everything, except my red, is red oxide primer.
Looks good. It's also really good. That warm shadow, though, is a little bit of a brain screw because in real life, that's not how we're used to seeing it. So it can look like a glow effect, which is neat, but just always remember that there are situations where having that reddishness in the shadow may not make the model come out the way you want it to. It may look like it's too much of an OSL or weird effect that you weren't going for. So just always be prepared. But it is great, you know, especially like we did the Green Army Man that way. It looks great with greens. Red can look great with browns. You know, anything in those earthy tones, a red shadow can work really well because it can kind of lean into just a warmer brown. You know, I love this guy is just red oxide and then the camo greens.
He's super cool.
Right.
Though.
And so the red with green as a complementary just makes us feel like we've got a cooler or a warmer brown shadow and not necessarily as the glow. Now, if I just turn it to where you're seeing the red for the red, then it looks a little funky like a glow. But from the general viewing angle, it works really, really well. And it's very artistic. It can make your models just have a different kick to them that feels good.
Yeah. I've been really liking Dark Plum, says Beef Berkey. I actually just used Dark Plum last night.
Great color.
That's the base of the red that I'm using.
It's the base of these model that I'm painting right now.
Joshua Lee says, would purple work as the shade layer for Electro Priests? You could.
Yep, 100%. 100%. I would say that for Electro Priest, the shade layer for purple would be great. And then you could build up like pale flesh, like pale Caucasian skin tones. And that would be a really great way to move away from the overall cool tone, because you were saying you wanted to do something that wound up being a little bit more warm.
Yeah.
So I think that would work good. For sure.
Dark burgundy shadows under greens, says T. Schmid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Has a similar effect. Not the same, but similar effect as the red. The burgundy is more of a purplish, so that works well. See, you're starting to get it, right? Because you can start playing with all sorts of versions of these colors, and all of them will have their own nuance. Now, some of them will be very close. You know, dark purple and royal purple are far enough apart that you'll get a different vibe from both, and there's a reason to use both. Burgundy and dark burgundy probably don't really do anything different.
Right.
So, you know, just have to look at them for what they are and know that moving hue rather than trying to make value work all the time is sometimes the right way. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about these. Now we can go to jumping in some brighter highlight on them, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah. All right, now we really start. Now is the time, the moment of truth.
Whoa.
Put these away. The moment of truth. What do I want to use?
Oh, man.
Question mark.
D Bowler, if you could only pick one, what's your favorite flavor of jade? Jade.
We don't do that here. All right, let's see. Let's go back to a oldie but goodie, because we've got this guy. Very similar, although we use dark blue here instead of blue black.
That's dark blue?
Yeah, and this I think finished out with...
On that steel?
Yeah, this is dark blue.
What? Yeah.
And this was pale yellow, dark blue, and then I believe bright neutral gray.
Yeah. That's
on
cool.
This. And I kind of dig that. So maybe that's what we do.
That greenish blue armor, like right here, look, I like that color.
Yeah, that's bright pale green over the top of yellow greens and dark purple as a base. See it? Again, you know, I paint dark purple on almost every model I paint, but you don't really ever recognize that there's dark purple on it. I can use white blue,
Bowden Kane.
You can use white blue. I'm gonna use white blue. I think white blue is the answer.
Is this your final highlight?
Yeah, this is the shine. This is it.
No pale yellow.
This is it. Well, no, you don't go to pale yellow at the end.
Okay.
Even bright pale yellow generally.
Gotcha.
Because it will show as yellow.
Right.
Against the blue.
Right.
I use the yellow as a mixer during my midtones because it will keep things on a kind of seafoam color track. It keeps the blue, but see, I don't know if you're feeling it, but there's a little bit of a greenish to my blue here because of the pale yellow.
Yes.
If I used bright pale yellow, it wouldn't be quite as green, but that gives it a little bit more of a mystical metal feel. And for these guys, I think that works.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
This particular character, his swords are named. I don't remember what their names are.
Is this a hero?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my Warcaster.
So what's so when I see units called solo units, what does that mean?
Solos are they're exactly what it says. It's an individual model that has its own abilities and acts alone.
Got it. Okay.
Units are multiple individual models that all act. They act individually but together. They move together, but they can each do their own thing.
Okay.
So unlike say 40K where it's like this unit is gonna shoot. You can have a unit in Warmachine where one guy shoots, one guy does a spell, and another guy does a special ability. Yeah. But they're a unit, right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. It's time. Pretty thin here for this first pass, using the side of the brush. This will allow me to do the edge highlights and not have them be 100% brightness, so they kind of blend in with the work I've already done. Again, that's just like I do in my Just Do This video. The first layer thin sets you up for greatness because it allows you to have that blended line, especially on highlights, before just going in with something that has the impact of a white and just knocking it on the model. Sometimes that's too abrupt. This lets me play with it a little bit.
This is the video he's referencing, by the way. That link will take you right there. Looks good. Ozo10 says looks amazing.
It's the littlest bit of paint that has the biggest impact when painting reflective surfaces like non-metallic metal, right? You're trying to find a way to give the idea of a little bit of shine without upsetting too much of the overall brightness, because you don't want this to be a white sword, Right. It's not supposed to be the whole blade bright. I just want to give it the idea of reflection. So we'll build up these edges with the thin version of the color. Like so. And then I'll also start sketching in where I want the bulk of my color to be. And taking advantage of the thinness of my paint so that it does a lot of the blending for me.
Lyle says, "Oh, gee, you missed a spot." Just kidding.
Well, I miss a lot of spots. Don't worry. And then I get mad when chat doesn't tell me.
The brush control is amazing.
Thank you. This is still sloppy. Not to be boastful or anything, but this is literally one where it is not sloppy in terms of it's got to go where it needs to go. But I'm still taking fairly abrupt brush strokes here. And it's the thin paint that's letting me do that, right? I do need to stop at the right location. So I'm not saying you're, ham-fisting it right now. But it is still fairly rough, comparatively speaking, as I set up where the brightness needs to be.
Yeah. But you can definitely tell it's brightening it up.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you punch this way, like from the further you get away from these the brighter it looks.
The more contrast, because you get to soak in the whole model at that point.
Right.
100%. No color on that brush. And you can see how thin I'm going right now. You can see the other color beneath it. This is letting me get this bright color on here, blend with the background, always make my brush strokes go from where I don't want the color to where I do want the color. So starting in the darkness back here, and then swiping it up towards the tip of the sword. Every time I do this, the tip of the sword gets brighter, which is using that glaze the right way and gives me that blend along the length.
Hey, Matthias, yes. Is this model from the Chimera Shadowflame Shard Starter?
Yes, this is Calyx, who is the Warcaster in that starter, the plastic 2-player starter set. I forget, I think it comes with Troll Bloods, the Brine Blood guys, like the big shark troll.
Tishman says, I can't remember when you guys, but when you buy spare bottles, do the lids come with the flavor seal or only the O-rings?
They come with
just the O-rings, right?
I think they come with a seal in them too. Our bottles that we use here, are the twist top one comes with a seal. If you buy the empty bottles with any other type of lid, they don't come with a seal.
Right. Spare bottles are sealed, says Stan.
Yeah, they should be.
Ozu10 says, using the Pro Crow has made me doing details like this a lot easier for me. Nice.
Awesome.
Good to hear. Hey, if you're over on TikTok, welcome in. We do this from 2 to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is Monument Standard Time, every weekday from 2 to 4 p.m. So make sure we're doing this on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. So if you hear me sitting out questions, because we're getting it from a bunch of different ones, but typically I will just read your name and read your question from whatever platform. So please ask questions. That's what we do it for. But yeah, you can tag us and you can mention us to make sure I see it. Shalim says, this has become my dedicated painting time. Nice. Love to hear that.
Now we're starting to get an actual, like, shiny blade.
Shiny blade. Gabe, what are you doing over there?
Being very quiet.
Your little tapping and your little slapping and your little...
I'm getting things ready.
You can get...
Just quiet. Just shush.
Get this ready.
You just shush
Mister.
over there, Chris.
I'm getting things ready.
What are
Chris,
you getting ready?
You let him do his job.
Great segue. What are you getting ready, Gabe?
Well,
They
Jason,
can't see you.
Jason, you want to show the people what you got on?
Oh, he's right in the... He'll show him right after this little brush stroke he stroked.
Right after these messages.
I'm painting. What they hired me to do.
For now.
Who hired me?
Jen?
That's the question.
Oh, dude, you got really introspective.
Look at
Nice.
that.
What are we doing, Gabe?
We've got some apparel coming soon.
Okay, cool.
Some-
Look hard, man.
Some
Yeah.
sick tees and some hats
Yeah.
and all that should
New
be
hats, new apparel coming.
should be
fresh,
going live this week.
Yeah, there it is. You like
fresh
that?
hats.
Oh yeah.
I got my gear where I can be one of the youths.
Yeah.
Hello, fellow youths.
Chris does his
What's
dumb.
up, man?
Oh,
I-
don't no
you
no
just
no,
gotta
no,
do it
no.
like-
I will kill it.
You got to do
I
it
have
like,
sharp objects and I know how to throw
like
them.
barely on there. That's what the kids do. Like, it's just, there it is. See that?
Super
I'm gonna
duper, I don't know
kill
what
him.
you're talking about.
I'm gonna kill him. It's gonna happen. I'm admitting it right here on stream.
We got some others though, some other designs. Jason will be wearing another one tomorrow. And we have a
It's so
handful of others that you'll be able to see on the site.
There you go.
The one tomorrow is leaning into the hate.
The hate.
The hate.
Any dog hats yet, says Super Duper John?
I love it. We have not done dog hats yet, but I still love the idea. I saw a company that does dog hats,
I mean,
and they're
Jason,
really cool. I was
Jason,
like, I
we
need to
can.
get Cora a freaking dog hat.
Jason, we can.
Do a dog hat.
We can do a dog hat.
All right. Cora's getting a dog hat.
Jay Mathias, I really like a lot of models in Warmachine, but I don't have anyone to play with, so I haven't invested too far into the lines. I got the new 2-player starter with Final Hunt and the Graveborn. That's a classic thing, right? It's hard to get games going.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of one of those where you got to just lean into it and be like, I'm the guy. I'm going to get the 2-player starter set. I'm going to go to the store I want to play at. I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to say, somebody needs to learn this game with me.
Yeah.
If you have friends that play games, guaranteed you can make it happen.
It's tough, though.
It really is just the level of commitment. If the gaming world is hard on people that want to just go find games to play outside of 40K, because so many people just don't know what's out there still. And so if you find something, have fun with it, and go start playing, you will be the one that attracts. Now, that's not easy for everybody, because it's like, I don't have the time to be running the local Warmachine League, but I want to play Warmachine. So, we have a Southern Arizona, or Southwest Arizona Warmachine Discord. And so we can jump in that Discord and, say in the LFG channel and find a game. And, that's got people from Tucson, it's got people from Phoenix and all around. And so that makes that part easy. But somebody's got to curate that. And if it doesn't exist in your area, then it might be you that needs to start that.
Yep.
And we have people in there that are like, yep, I'm willing to, to come out and teach you how to play, but, I'm not going to bring all the models. I'm not going to bring all the terrain. That's up to you guys. And, that's fair. It's like, okay, I can't expect them to do everything, but what are they going to do? Now, luckily, we have a group in town that literally does everything. So,
yeah. Jay Mathias says, what are friends?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I used to know, but then...
Somebody that I used to know.
And then chat treats me the way they do.
Dang.
It's cold out there, Gabe.
Rough.
Yeah, you have to kind of be the champion. Got to just plan it out. Sometimes, you got to take months to plan it out.
Be the force you want to see in the world.
That's right. Be the force you want to be. But that's how I approach games. If you really want somebody to play, having those 2-player starter sets and then you paint both, then you get to paint both armies, right? Then there's no pressure for them besides just teaching them how to play. That's why I have multiple teams for Blood Bowl in case people are like, hey, I want to try this, or even with Age of Sigmar, right? Even though I haven't played that game in a minute.
Yeah.
But you have to be, then that's an excuse to get more models and paint more things. Jason, Stan says we would be kind of, we would be kind of if you just finished your, okay, Stan, you would be kind if you finished your armies, says Stan.
Why is that a worry of yours?
Stan wants you to finish your armies, Jason.
So do I.
Then finish them, says Stan.
That's not what real friends do.
Real friends keep you accountable.
That's not positive accountability.
Oh, it's positive. It's a weird prison positive. Prison accountability.
It's totally different.
I think that's what you're talking about here, Stan. Write a petition. Get it going, Stan. Get a survey going. Be the change you want to be in the world. Stan. Can I get a petition for Jason to finish his army?
I don't like where this is going at all.
What I will tell you is no matter how many votes you get, Jason will go, no. I don't think so.
Like where this is going at all. This is not the kind of ganging up. I don't need an intervention. I'm fine.
Uh-oh. But that's what they typically say, Jason. I don't have a problem. You have the problem. Stan says, we are mean to motivate you. That's one way of doing it. But that only gets you so far, Stan. Positive reinforcement is what makes change. Only gets you so far out nowadays. Jarls Tony, Jason, I accept you and your gray plastic backlog. It
Thank you,
makes it seem like you are in touch with us peasants.
Thank you. I'm human. After all.
Hey, you're not alone out there. Everybody's got their pile. We get it. Panic Bomb, I in fact won't have any power if I become the mayor of Carefree, because I'll be too busy keeping Carefree carefree.
He'll be too busy being carefree.
Carefree, keep
Spending
carefree.
all the taxpayers' dollars is what he's doing.
Keep carefree. Vote for me.
There you go.
There's my slogan.
I bet you nobody else in the history of Carefree's ever used that.
Probably not, because they're like, oh, somebody's already used that before. So literally everybody is saying that. Danger Boy says, "What are your all's Blood Bowl teams model wise?" Chris, I'm looking at you. Guess, Danger Boy.
Trees.
Yes, halflings, and I have 2 tree star players. I have halflings, gnomes, and snotlings. Gabe has orcs and Bretonia, right?
Yeah, black orcs.
Black
'Cause there's
orcs.
2 different orc
Oh,
teams.
right.
And I just bought the new Bretonian.
And then Chance has Empire and something else, and then Jordan Knight, who's the guy who's coming down because he is the one who wanted to do this. I don't know what his army is actually for his team, but
I don't remember.
they're fun. I really like the halfling models. They're very fun. Snotlings, is that a team of toddlers? No, but that would be hilarious.
That's actually
Proxy.
so funny.
The Snotlings are little goblins, which are literally just meant to dirty foul. Because they have no strength, so their only capabilities are literally dirty fouling people. So those are our teams, Danger Boy. Yes, I'm sure you do. You did know I have those. Those tree models are very cool. Their tree men are very well designed. I really like those guys. Plus, their tree heroes are fun. The last time we played, unfortunately, Gabe's star player died immediately.
It's true. I dirty fouled with my star player.
He
Which
dirty
is,
fouled, rolled a doubles,
which
out
was-
of the game for life.
Yeah, which was just stupid on my part. It's not at all what you're supposed to do with star players.
It's a really bold move.
Well, I was like, well, you know, the big guy dirty fouling would obviously do more than a goblin dirty fouling.
No.
That's not how that works.
Wait, you mean there's something about Blood Bowl that makes no sense?
Yeah.
Most of it. Question. I want to paint wooden shields, 100 Kingdoms Crusade, or Skaven Clan Rats.
Uh-huh.
No, just, you're having an itch to paint wooden shields. What models should you get is what you're asking here. The 100 Kingdoms Crusaders are pretty cool.
Well, the 100 Kingdoms Men-at-Arms are rad for wooden shields.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
The Crusaders, I imagine, to be painted, right? That's what we've been doing with ours, is that, you know, doing the painted shield.
Yeah, that's really cool guy. He's cool.
Those are rad, but the same kit makes Men-at-Arms. If you're going to play First Blood and not Last Argument of Kings, the big game, then one box will do both.
Oh.
You can do one stand of Crusaders and one stand of Men-at-Arms, and then you've got really rad choices to paint, because they're different enough that they don't feel like you're painting the same model over and over again, which is the best part of that game.
Wad says, the last time I dirty fouled with my star players, I had to just throw those boxers out. Yikes.
This is
Wad, this is a
you knew that
family
was coming
show.
from him, right? You knew it. I mean,
This
you
is
just knew it.
this
my
is
gosh.
PG-13.
You knew it, right? You had to know. Is Wad here? Okay.
Are we rated? We're rated PG technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, PG. We're not even PG-13 around here.
Nope. Not really.
We're PG. Sometimes
we don't do any
it's-
F-bombs.
Sometimes something slips, but that's only out of very rare circumstances.
Sheer bewilderment.
I'll
Yeah.
say horse manure every now and then. Ah, manure. Manure.
Hardly know her.
Okay.
You pitched that one up.
I did, and I did it
Yeah.
on purpose, and you did
Yeah.
perfectly.
That's right. We're all on the same page.
The
Thank
grand
you,
slam
Gabe.
right there.
Gabe, you live a long enough, as old as I've been.
Sorry, start over.
I feel like I'm
Do that
drunk.
again.
That you have a stroke.
Do that again.
What-
I
what-
might
what
have just
happened
I
here?
might have just had a small stroke.
Could have been.
I might have a stroke of genius.
Oh god.
Hold, please.
You don't get to say hold for you to find the noisemaker. It's not no.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Who let him in here?
Matthias says Cities of Sigmar also has really satisfying wood shields. Cities of Sigmar are dope models. We'll give them that. No free pub, but free pub. That whole cog fort, man.
I'm not a fan.
Some of the kit bashing though has been coming out with it. Has been pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I think
You
it's
don't like the
I just-
cog
I
fort?
think it's a bad model. I think it's
Really?
a bad design. Yeah.
I figured you would like that model.
Nope.
Wow. I've been seeing like people put legs on it, like real human legs.
Oh, human legs?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
that's funny, actually.
like there's some of the kit bashings are wild. Like I saw this one that they made into an entire ghost fortress. A lot of cool stuff out there. Jason mentioned he played Malifaux with Jen and lost to her. What factions and keywords did you play, and have you painted any Malifaux factions on live stream?
Oh my god, we painted a ton of Malifaux back in the day when we had a henchman here in town. And then that all fell off, and I haven't painted any ever since, I don't think. Maybe I might have done like one or more. Oh god, who did I play? This is going to be questions I don't even know. This was like 2016.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I even can tell you who I was playing 10 years ago.
That was a minute
Maybe
ago.
2017. Anyway, 9 or 10 years ago we're talking. I'm not sure I can even remember. I think I was playing Neverborn. But I don't know who I gave Jen.
Oh, Ryan, you said I agree with Jason on the cog fort. Okay.
It's not a good model. I mean, it's not that it's not a good model. It's not appealing to me.
It's very unique. It is for a certain.
It seems to me very forced.
Matthias, what does Jason think about the new ogres?
I like them a lot.
They're dope.
I think the new ogres are a real win. I think they've
they're
done a great
huge.
job. The ogres, when they first came out, were a win, but of course they were back in the day when everything was really samey.
Like really small.
Well,
too?
no, all the ogres were exactly the same.
What's up,
and-
Hellfire Spray?
You know, and so you were painting the same model 50 times in flank and rank,
Yep.
and it's like, yeah, I mean they're cool, but you know, this they doing what GW does so well when they're really clicking is they've given the models personality. I think I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that if they continue with that army with the personality we've seen in the preview, that it's gonna be up there with like the Nurgle
Oh yeah, I
models
would.
that they do, because
I would
you
agree.
can tell they're really, really digging the vibe of the ogres and their chompy bits and you know the gluttony kind
I'm
of
glad
a thing
they
they
just
got going on.
I'm glad they made them huge and hulking. Like they're just big.
Yeah, they're big.
Hey, L Fire Spray, thank you so much for that sub. 6 months. How you doing, L?
Yeah, they're big, chonky boys. They feel really good in their design. The
Yeah, they're
butchers
very
look
cool.
rad. The iron guts look rad. Everything that they had, I thought was great. I didn't think there was a bad model in there. I think the new cavalry looked rad, much better than the old ones.
Oh yeah, they're cool. That big mob pot they have is really cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. You know, I've always been like kind of on the fence with regard to how they do some of the butcher big things, but I thought that mob pot was really neat looking, and it has a gorger pulling it.
Gosh,
which I think
that's
is really
what
rad.
that's what Age of Sigmar does. Their models are some of the coolest.
Well, yeah,
That's the
people
hard
ask
part.
on stream all the time what my favorite models to paint are, and by and large, it's fantasy models because they have so much going on. It's one of the reasons why Warmachine I love so much, because it's kind of a hybrid. It has some tech and guns.
Sure.
And
It's like Diesel Punk though. It's got a hybrid.
yeah, and warjacks, so you get your dreadnought stompy robots, and but then at the same time it has enough of a fantasy aesthetic to keep the painterly vibe going a little bit more than just the next army of armored dudes with guns.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm a fan of games like that, and ogres were always one of my favorites. When they first came out, I was working at GW, and of course I had a couple of army boxes that I got.
Yeah.
And put them together, and then just never really played them. They were okay on the field, but they couldn't stand up to like my orcs or my Zinch army back in the day,
Right.
when they were new. And so I never really got behind wanting to play them. And then by the time they came out with like the big stuff that made them brutal, the big mounts and all that, that was way later, and I didn't play them. We've lost Chris again.
Here for you.
Chris
We've lost Chris.
short-circuited.
I think that's why Space Marines speak to so many people, says Stan. Fantasy enough with the armor, and then obviously sci-fi. Okay. Yeah.
I would say the opposite. I feel like Space Marines are the 100%. I think that people love Space Marines because they are so quintessentially known, right? They are the big space warriors, and they have the power fantasy attached to them. But when they really get down to it, the models are, again, I love painting Space Marines, but they are nothing as unique or fun in their design as dudes riding on dragons,
Yep.
The new Exodite models they show. I'm not a big fan of dinosaurs, as you know, but the idea of Eldar on dinosaurs is kind of fun. You got sci-fi dudes on dinosaurs is kind of neat. But again, I think that, like the Space Wolves, lots of people like the Space Wolves because they have a little bit more of a fantasy vibe with like fur cloaks.
Oh, I love the Space
and stuff like that, right? Because they're just space Nordiques, and that can be really cool. So yeah, Space Marines can definitely scratch that itch with the right ones. When White Scars are done right, they can have that kind of vibe.
Yeah. Beef Perky says, I love the new Chaos Dragon from Old World. That one's a cool one, too.
I'm not a fan of the paint job they put on it. I can't really tell what's going on. It's very all of the Chaos Warrior,
busy.
all the Chaos Warrior paint jobs I thought were mediocre at best. They didn't really do a good job of letting me see the detail on the model because it's just that bright silver.
Do you think it's because there was too many details?
No, I think it's just the color combo they chose. I think the studio made a bad choice with what they decided to paint the models with. Is 100% it, because it's just too bright silver, and the bright silver creates way too much contrast.
Yeah.
And just makes it really hard to tell what's going on. All right, so that's the thin layer.
Nice.
Of white blue on there. That's already looking pretty good.
Ryan says, really happy to see those ogre helmets made there were onto the sculpt models and not just on the artwork. Yeah, they're cool. They're super cool.
The armor and the weapons and the individuality for the models I thought was really cool. The Iron Guts have one that looks like Cathay. That was one of the things. Like they always had like mixed armor from all over the old world because they would just kind of kill people, eat them, steal their stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan. When I did the Gorger Maw Pack for Warcry, I was like, oh, these models need to be in ogres. So I was really stoked to see that, they only have the one that's pulling the big pot.
I wonder if they'll come out more when the book launches, though.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I'm hoping that we'll see more of them.
Yeah. Like some of the heroes I think we still need to get.
Well, maybe you could just use the Warcry pack, would be great. It'd
probably.
be just that easy because they're great models.
You probably will be able to.
You probably could already. I just didn't play, so I don't know.
Yeah. You could in this old version, so those are very cool.
Now we go back with the Real Shine, which is the white blue with very little thinning at all, just enough dampness on the brush to keep the paint flowing. And this is where you do the deets and the doots. You hit it with the little spot of brightness where you need it. It'll be like right here at the front of this little line as it hits the hole there. Imagine a little bit of brightness there, a little bit of brightness there. No. but you're not going to put a whole lot of this bright, unthinned version of the color on the model. This is going to be your final pinprick of shine. So I've got this little bitty spot here, and so I'm just going to pull a line across that very, very small spot like that. Put a shine there. And I've got this little crevice here, so we're going to do a little bit of shine right here at the bottom of that angle.
Gamely says all the new ogres seem to have great alternative builds. Each set I only like a little build. Yes, that's kind of the nice thing they've been doing, is that you only have to buy one box, and then you have a bunch of different sculpts in it. So
Yeah.
you have different variants, right? Especially with those ogres, because the ogres aren't going to have a lot of units, but they're just a small unit faction. So you got to have some variety. Plus, you only need a couple of those big guys, probably. Probably going to be beefy.
Yeah, you can imagine.
I wonder, will the biopsy Jason's thumb to see how deep the paint goes? How many years of paint layer is on Jason's thumb microscopically? I don't know. That's a great question. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Will it now?
I think so. This is the part of the stream where Jason does edge highlighting.
Happens every stream, it seems like.
It's very methodical, very precise.
Well, it's like I say, this is the get in there and say, I need a spot of paint right there.
Yeah.
And it's like, just that little bitty dot of paint is such a little amount of paint, it seems almost useless to do, but the effect that it gives you is tremendous when you hit it right. Like right here, I have this. I need this bevel to highlight a little bit more. So I'm using the side of the brush, very light pressure, just to bring the bevel out a little bit. And then more pressure as I come to where that bright spot was. Boom, now you have a little blended edge that really brings that shine alive right there. Right?
Yeah.
That's very precise work that is like means everything in the final product, but doesn't take you much time and is negligible in the amount of paint. But that little area, doing those 3 little spots of paint there, makes that whole area really pop.
Yeah.
Because it has a lot of geometry that comes together where the light would be reflecting really cool. And so you want to pick that up if you can. Same way we want to get the edge. As anytime brightness hits an edge, whether it's a bevel, an emboss, or whatever, you want to pick up a little bit of that edge and carry that shine along the edge for a little bit. We just use the side of the brush and just tap it. And that really brings that whole dimension to life. And then you start getting the feel that, aha, that's a metal sword. Whatever kind of metal this is. Steel. Magical steel. It's
magical? Magical steel.
And that is pretty satisfying.
Magical steel.
You see the little bit of brightness on this one versus this one.
Yeah.
This is close. This is there, right? Get this little. Yeah.
What is that?
It's a little dimple of dried paint that dries on the end of the brush.
A gunner.
It's a gunner. When you're making very fine brush strokes, you're not pressing hard enough to get all the paint off of the brush.
Yeah.
So it'll build up just a little bit of a gunner there. A little brightness on that indention, that engraved
Is the
area.
right sword inside of the money shot?
What's that?
Ghost Hunter says, is the right sword inside of the money shot? We don't know what you're talking about over there, Ghost Hunter.
He's asking which angle is the money shot on this model.
I think that's what you're asking.
It's funny when I'm painting gaming pieces like this that aren't for display.
It's all the money shot.
It's the whole model, right?
Yeah.
Because like this is the money shot for the model, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
but I'm painting the back of the sword as if it's got the same reflection. I'm not worried about where light's coming from. Same on the spines on his back. I don't have a lighting direction on these guys because when painting for the tabletop and just wanting to have gaming miniatures done, a lot of that is wasted because, we look at it from this way.
Yeah.
So I just want every way the model is on the board to have something cool to look at.
Yep.
That's not true all the time. Like my Tau are very dark on one side and very bright on the other side because we're using that real monochromatic tone that I decided to go with.
Right.
But these were putting a little bit more detail in them, and then on the Tau,
yeah,
from color perspective, is something where I want to have it look good from as many directions as possible. You know.
Hopefully that answers your crazy, silly question, Ghost Hunter.
It wasn't crazy.
Your wackadoodle question.
It wasn't wackadoodle.
I
Heck,
know,
Chris, man. How come you can't be nice?
I think he's gonna like that though.
Could you be nice?
I'm very nice to Ghost Hunter.
When?
Immediately. Right now. This is me being nice. That answered my reasonable question. I know you. Sorry. I gotta point the finger at you. I see right through you, Mr. Ghost Hunter. You can't fool me.
He was poking the bear.
Bing, 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 bing. Yeah, you can't fool me. Ghost
the
Hunter
bear?
coming in here is like, I have a reasonable question. Yeah, you can't fool me. No sirree, Bob.
You may be new around here. We are one big dysfunctional family of nerds. We're happy that you've decided to join us.
I am fully functional all the time. Hey, Moltenwerf. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but thank you for that raid.
Fully functional there, folks.
He said he's functional. I don't know about that. I don't know what he's functioning as.
Gabe's muted for the rest of the stream.
Did you mute Gabe? Gabe, talk for me.
Hello, I'm here now.
He's back. See,
Yeah,
you brought
he's
him back.
back. Wow.
You brought him back.
Thank you so much. We're just about to end.
Sweaty
the
Euro
Raiders.
raid. Oh, sweaty because of the heat, I hope.
Oh, boy. Moltenwerf, we do appreciate that with a few sleepy art people. We appreciate that raid. We're just about to close it up ourselves here. But thank you so much. Welcome in, Raiders.
Painting some Warmachine.
Painting some Warmachine.
Calyx, the something. My Warcaster. I don't know if they still call him Warlocks. He's the Warlock. This is a Hordes army, not a Warmachine army. But I think they just call it all the same thing now. So.
Well, good timing then. Hey, yes, thank you again for that raid. We appreciate it. Welcome in, everybody. We're hanging out.
We're painting this guy. Doing some steel blades.
Steel blades, huh?
Using Procryl White Blue.
Procryl White Blue. Digging that shirt, Jason says, Rattlecan.
So good. My new favorite shirt. These will be up on the site in the next couple days, so prepare yourselves. We're going in with the final beats and doots of shiny bits and reflection on our non-metallic here. Always the fun part. When you get it right, it looks great. When you get it wrong, you're like, why do I do this?
It's a very fine line. Got to ride that fine line edge.
Like I've been saying, you're really just trying to focus on pulling your light, the small points on the model where the most reflection would happen.
Mm-hmm.
Center it there. Don't overtake every line you've already done. Otherwise, you lose the blended feel of it all. And give yourself a lot of contrast. Always better, I think, to err on the side of too much contrast here and then go back and blend your contrast away should you need to. You can go back and mix a little bit of your midtone color in with your highlight if you need to and blend away from the bright spot to reduce it. But if you don't have it, you're going to miss the whole feel of metal anyway. So it's better to start from too much. Notice how I'm using white blue for those of you who just joined us. It's a fake white, we'll call it. Right? It lets you have the idea that you're putting a color as bright as white on the model without actually committing to white, which is too much in most cases. Always like to reserve white to be the thing at the very end that I might need, as opposed to relying on it early on, because it can overdo it and really ruin the composition if you're not careful.
And somebody's asking one more time. Shayla's asking about the eclectic salmon color. How do you make it?
Orange, red, and
Green.
warm flesh. I almost said dark warm flesh.
Gotcha.
But warm flesh. Orange, red, and warm flesh. And probably about 75% orange, red to 25% warm flesh. That's a season to taste preference. Once you get the color made, you'll see how bright you want it and how salmony you would like it to be.
We don't need the paint here, Jason. That was why you got that. Don't season anything to taste. Don't do that. We're gonna be wrapping it up here in a little bit, folks.
What?
We have a meeting.
Who are we meeting with?
You're meeting with everybody.
I don't want to do it.
It's at 4:30.
Oh, we're at 4:22 already?
Yeah, dude.
What the heck?
I'm just, dude. When you get into the non-metallic deets and the doots, it gets all zen up in here, man. We get all kinds of spiritual, man. Just letting it flow. I'm over here just swimming upstream, man. You know?
It doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know if that means anything to you.
Wad just said it. My paint is going to be solid. It's going upstream. That's why, Wad, I need you here. Sindhu, oh no, with the raid, but we love you. Thank you with that raid. We appreciate you. Welcome in, Raiders. We're just about to wrap it up.
I forgot we have a meeting.
I've got a meeting.
I have to go next week to our French office, and so I will be gone all next week. And so they're trying to get as much out of me during the week.
I'm trying to get
this week as they can, and it's the 4th of July.
I'm getting
holiday
you.
here.
I'm trying to get less out of you, Jason.
What? That's rude.
No, that's a good
You
thing.
want to spend less time with me?
No, I want you to spend more time here, painting.
Me too.
That's why we're doing it 4:23.
Me too.
Speaking of French.
Are we cursing now?
Quidon.
Sorry.
Quidon. Magenta. One of my
We did the
favorite colors.
rusty chains. We got those. I still need to go back and highlight the rusty chains. We did the burnt sienna with the glaze wash medium to give it the rust wash, to give it that rust effect on the chains. We need to go back now and highlight all of those up. But the rust effect is really nice when you use the glaze wash medium and the burnt sienna. And then we did the non-metallic on the inside of the blades. We did the outside of the blades to the almost finished spot, but we need to hit them with the white-blue final. But the inside of the blades look pretty good.
Looks cool.
Yeah, it's a little funky because it has that dark black spot that will be gold. The trim on the blades will be the same gold as all of this, so there's a little bit of contrast weirdness going on because there's like a overlay part that goes on there that'll be gold.
Belgium and Paris. Welcome in, everybody.
So there you go.
Yep, we're just wrapping up, but we will be
Warmachine.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. Sorry about that. We always hate to run. We always hate when Raiders show up and then we run. Unfortunately, we do have a business meeting. We are Monument Hobbies. If you're not familiar with us, we're the wonderful manufacturer of Pro-Acryl. You have joined us here in our domestic lair here in Phoenix, Arizona. I don't know. It's a lair. It's a lair where we try to lure
I'm mine.
We lure nerds here, and then we
Where are they?
What do you mean? They're all there.
What
You
is
can
going
can't you see
on?
them?
Cave. We have disintegrated to caveman sounds.
Oh,
We nerd there.
Nerds don't run.
Thanks everybody.
But thanks so much for hanging out with us, watching some paint dry. Hopefully you'll join us again. We'll be doing this
Every day of the week for the foreseeable future.
every day of the week for the. Well, that's not true. We do Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Monument Standard Time here in Phoenix, Arizona, for Monument HQ. We'd love to see you back.
Yes.
For those of you that just joined in on the raid, please hit the follow the sub button so you can get a notification when we go live. We'll be back again tomorrow painting. And then, are you gone on Thursday?
Yes.
I mean, Jen on Thursday, and then you're back Friday.
Yes.
You're going to be here for the Friday show.
Yes.
Friday this week, we have our 10-year anniversary stream. So we
Yes.
have been doing, believe it or not, we have
Be
been
here.
streaming for over 10 years
Right.
at a minimum of 5 days a week. We used to do this 7 days a week, Chris.
That
That was pre-Chris days.
That was pre.
But
Lots
holy
of days.
moly. Over 10 years we've been doing this, Kriegs. Can you believe that?
10 years.
Can you believe that?
That's
Our
a
first
lot of
painting stream
years.
was May or June of 2016.
Yeah.
So yeah, 10 years. Kriegs has been around for like all of it, by the way. He's one of the old guard.
One of the founders.
Isn't that crazy? Absolutely
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, so we really appreciate all of your support over the years, and Friday is a great way to show it back. We're going to do our 10-year anniversary. We're going to have a lot of giveaways, a lot of fun. Whole crew will be here. Jen will be here. Chris will be here. Gabe, you coming in?
He's going to be at
potentially.
Warmachine.
Put him on the spot. He's
gonna
not
be-
coming in. But it'll be a good crew. We'll have a lot of fun, a lot of giveaways, a lot of historic talk.
Yeah.
And reminiscing about the previous 10 years, and of course painting,
That's
because that's all I know how to do.
Hopefully
So-
we get some painting in.
So I tell bad jokes and paint stuff. That's
Oh.
all I really know how to do.
We'll get it in.
So make sure you tune in. Then be a lot of really cool stuff going on. And remember, with Monument Hobbies EU, you can come from all over the world and win stuff because we'll get it to you. We have our Monument EU office in France. I have to go visit them next week.
That's right.
So, but yeah, tune in tomorrow. And make sure to check the links that Chris put in chat there. Hang out on the Discord. We've got over 7,000 amazing artists just like you guys
Got a lot of
and
people in
gals
there.
to hang out with, get inspired by, share your photos, tell bad jokes, put hearts under pets. We love it. Go hang out with the crew over there,
That's
and
right.
always get a direct line to us for questions and answers as well, and all the latest notifications. Make sure to check out the stores, monumenthobbies.com, monumenthobbies.eu, for all the latest and greatest hobby products that we've been manufacturing. Thanks so much for the support over the years. Keeps us going around here.
That's
And
right.
stick around. Chris is going to find you somebody to raid, so you have more hobby goodness on your Tuesday evening. And show some love in the chat we wind up in. We'll catch you back here tomorrow. Adios, gang.
Bye-bye.
Bye.